Yes, 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 yes. Hey everyone, how's it going? How's it going? Hope everybody's well. Um, yeah, so it's been a minute. It's been a while. But made it back. Made it back. I just want to apologize to everyone, but honestly, at this point, it's just me trying to keep up. It's super busy right now, but yeah. But enough of my wallowing. I just wanted to come in, check in, have maybe a little conversation if possible. Just talk about things, talk some things out. That's all it is. That's all this is, right? We're leaving. We're leaving some traces of what it is that we want to talk about for the for the future generations, just to see that the conversation is being pushing us forward and stretching us in different ways, so that we can get to learn something, hopefully. um, before I continue on, I just wanted to first and foremost send my regards and my our thoughts, and our with Hargeisa. I don't know if you guys heard, but there was a huge fire in Hargeisa that happened, and thank you, Somali Rose. There's a huge there's a huge fire that happened in Hargeisa, and I had a few things to say about that. But just so everyone is on the same page, maybe I'll share my screen, and then we can just kind of watch about a minute of what it is that I'm talking about. Um, let's see here.
A giant fire broke out in the main market of the city of Hargeisa, the capital of Somaliland. The blaze, which started on Friday night, injured about 2 dozen people and destroyed hundreds of businesses, according to the authorities. Hargeisa's mayor said firefighters had done their best to contain the fire, but struggled to gain access to the market because of the narrow pathways.
I request everybody who can help us from anywhere. We need your help and Somaliland, and I want to appreciate everyone who participated this disaster to help.
An estimated 2,000 shops and stalls are located on the Weehan market. Hargeisa Chamber of Commerce said the destruction of the market was a disaster as it accounted for 40 to 50% of the city's economy. The fire engulfed our businesses unexpectedly. We were not ready. We saw the fire as we were busy working. Then we fled to survive. We lost about $200,000 in this fire tragedy. Somaliland President Muse Bihi Abdi said the government would be releasing $1 million to help with the emergency response to the disaster. The cause of the blaze is still unknown.
So yeah, that's essentially what happened. It's in the middle of the market of Hargeisa, and it was a huge blaze and destroyed a whole bunch of businesses. Nobody lost their life, thankfully. So it is what it is. But here's a little something that I wanted to just share with you guys. So obviously, when I saw that, I think it was on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. When I saw that, and I'm like, oh my goodness, like that's like half the economy of a city, and that's the financial hub as well. That's gone ablaze, right? So, anyways, I got emotional, went online, like just checked out some GoFundMe pages or anything like that that we can do to help. And I've donated. And then after that, I was talking to a couple of family members, and it's funny because they're older too, and they all go, "Hey man, you should be careful who you donate to. You never know." And then it dawned on me. There's this trust amongst our people. Doesn't really matter where we're from, but there's this underlying mistrust that's always there. That's always kind of, and I wonder why that is. Like I honestly just don't know why that is. Why is it that we can't trust each other? Why is it that we can't? What? Why can't we rely on each other? Um, so So I don't know. I mean, plaque. I'm not sure. You said 200,000 pounds, half the economy. No, no, I'm just going by what the news reports are saying, man. I'm not, I have not done any studies as to exactly how much, but that was still the hub of the city of Hargeisa, and it was a big chunk of the economy that was affected. I can't put a number to it, plaque. But let's just say that was a meaningful amount of business that got hindered by this fire. We could just agree on that. So whether it's half the economy, a third of the economy, a fifth of the economy is really beside the point. What's really I want to hone in on is the fact that why is it that in the 21st century, if and bear in mind um, the amount of money that the diaspora Somalis send in to the Horn of Africa is so substantial. I think it's part of the GDP, like to be honest with you. So that's how War Remit and the Habshil and all these, that's how they made money because we send money. You understand what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, when a tragedy like this happens, I feel like it always shows the lack of infrastructure, the lack of trust amongst our people, the lack of, organization, the lack of emergency preparedness. Like I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know how the fire started, but a fire shouldn't, eat up half the city like that. Like there's got to be some, some checks and balances. But again, I don't want to, say too much in my, in this ivory tower of that we've created here in diaspora, but it just kind of shows it shows the the chinks in our armor, right? I don't even think we have much of an armor at this point, but it's weird. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want to say what's up to everyone. Hey, Coco Jasmine, what's up, Comatose? Hey, what's up, Sammy? What's Somali Rose? Hope you can join me, Somali Rose. But yeah, and Comatose says Somali government pledged 11.7 million. That's beautiful. That's great. That's amazing. I hope that that goes through, and that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you for letting us know, Comatose. Hey, Coco, Jasmine, how you doing? Um, Coco Jasmine says, "How is everyone surviving Ramadan?" You jokester. I call it the starving month. The starving month. Well, I mean, man, I'm still not mad at having sambusi. You know what I mean? The sambusi is still my. I love that shit. You know what I mean? The one to diverge said, "Hey, hope you're all doing good. Happy starving month or Ramadan Kareem, I shall say. Starving month. Ablavato, ablavato. Maybe you could talk about that for a little bit because honestly, this has been going on for for millennia, and it's just so funny because I see a lot of my friends basically saying, "Hey, man, even doctors today will say that what I mean, intermittent fasting is something that's good for you." I'm like, yeah, but no doctor will ever co-sign saying you can go without water for 18 hours. That just doesn't happen. That just does not happen. Like, let's be very clear about that, right? Do whatever you want to do. Hey, man, if that makes you more spiritual, to do it. It's all good, man. But like, you don't try and compare it to intermittent fasting like it's something that's trendy now. That's not the same thing at all, right? It's not the same thing at all. So it's good. Coco Jasmine said people do extra for food. That's true. That's true. That's true. The serving is the best season for food, and that's really true actually. Will do, inshallah. Somali Rose, you're a troll, Somali Rose. Coco Jasmine says, I never enjoyed Ramadan. It felt like unnatural. Well, it is unnatural to not eat. I'll say that. It is unnatural to not eat, right? What is that? Ajinka Shilan. Arjun Kashilan. I'm not sure I understand, Sani. Maybe my Somali is off. Anyone want to help me out with that? But yeah, but anyways, today I was hoping to get the stream going, just to get back into the get back into it, and just to let you know I'm here. I'm simply not finding the time, unfortunately. But I've been contacted by many people, and I've been chastised a little bit by some people as well, telling me that it's they look forward to the stream and they want to have these conversations, and I think that's great. I think I wanna like grow the channel a little bit, even though it's slowly growing. I don't know what it is. It's so funny because I think a lot of people watch it or listen to these streams but never subscribe or anything like that, and that's just funny to me, you know what I mean? Fried dough. Ajinka Shilan. Okay, I don't know. Fried dough? Is it like khamir? Maybe khamir or anyways, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It's funny because the lingo is a little bit different throughout the the Horn of Africa too. So it might be just I might just know it as something else. So oh sorry. Let me see here. Copy to clipboard. All right. Well, there you go, Somali Rose. It's right in the chats right now. Yeah, there you go. And yeah, I'll also send it to you through WhatsApp. How about that? There we go. All right. Well, there you go. There you go, Somali Rose. You should have it now. Coco Jasmine says you need to remind people for that. People do subscribe if you say. Yeah, you're right, Coco. I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at that. You're absolutely right. You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm actually just gonna put this trying to put this sticker on. Let's see if that works. Oh, that's too big. I just wanted to. Yeah, I might just change that a little bit. Yeah, I'll change that a little bit. But yeah, but you're right, Coco Jasmine. I don't do that enough. I don't do that enough. You're absolutely right. I want people to, subscribe. Please subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Um, at least let's get to 1K. At least just let's get to 1K, because what happens is when you get 1,000 subs, a whole other thing opens up, in YouTube, and we can do a bit more. We can do different things, and I mean, there's a few things that open up in terms of YouTube. So at least let's get to the 1K. I mean, I don't know how. I just simply don't have the time to be on the platforms and like sharing it to the different platforms. But what platform would you guys say is the best one, right? Well, which one is the best one to share this on? I heard some people talk about Somali Post or Somali, what's it called? I think it's a, even Reddit. A lot of people, got to us through Reddit. So maybe that's another place to post it. I'm not sure. Okay, and Pat said atheist experience. With what's his name? What was it? Phil Delahunty or yeah, is that who you're talking about? Or are you talking about Magrisi, Armin in BC? Is that? I'm not sure which one you're alluding to, but yeah. But yeah, I've been. I was actually had an old exchange with one of my favorites on YouTube. His name is Aladdin. Apostate Aladdin. Yeah. Uh, that's something that I think I'm gonna try and go on these different platforms. Mad Delahanty. That's it. Kid, thank you. Um, where are Somalis at? It's a good question, Coco. Let's see if we can answer it. But yeah, so essentially, I want to be able to kind of push this to at least 1,000 subs and to see how it goes. But honestly, a lot of people. Plaque says TikTok. Oh man, TikTok, man. I ain't got time for TikTok. TikTok, really, eh? I guess that's if you want to get it done, you got to go through TikTok, eh? I just don't know if I'm gonna have like I'll be honest, I just don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that. I just don't know if I'm gonna have time to be on TikTok and all these. I'm barely on any of these you know platforms like Instagram and all that. So I don't know if I'm gonna. I mean, it'd be nice, but I guess I gotta do those things in order to get. Um, how about Afro humanist? She is ex-Christian. Huh. I don't know about her, Coco Jasmine. Do you mind maybe posting a link to her page in the comments? I don't know about Afro humanist. And if she's ex-Christian, yeah, the conversations might be cool to have it with an ex-Christian as well. You know what I mean? But I don't know if the ex-Christian experience is the same as the ex-Muslim experience, though, because as a Somali ex-Muslim, your experience is a little bit different. I think it's a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's different. But I mean, black people love themselves some Jesus. So maybe it's just as bad if you're a black Christian that leaves the dean of Christianity. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Coco Jasmine. But yeah, so one of the things that I wanted to actually also do in this stream today is to talk about just to see what other things or what other topics we could possibly explore this coming year. Uh, Kuku says, I'm quite often there enjoying my blasphemy tendencies. You be doing that, huh? Yeah, you do that, eh, Coco? My blasphemy tendencies, kulaha. That's funny. But yeah, so like, what kind of subjects would you guys like to talk about? What kind of subjects that, like, right now? I think this is what episode 33. Like, that's that's a substantive amount of conversations that were had, and for a lot of these conversations it was like 3 hours and 2 hours, and so we were having extensive conversations that were rich. My point for this was just for us to have a place where we can actually discuss these different these different viewpoints, these different perspectives. One thing that I can say actually, and that I'm happy to really report on, is the fact that I feel when I speak to a lot of Somali Muslims, they they've come leaps and bounds from what they used to be. At this point, I at least I'm able to have conversations with people that would just cuss me out before. So, and even though I understood there's no point for us, to be cussing each other out, we can just exchange ideas and it can just stay at that. But how we be, how we Somalis be, right? Coco Jasmine says that we should talk about politics, pop culture, current events. Yeah, that's uh, that's cool. That's cool. Um, I'm more into. I'll be honest with you, like current events and things like that. Like it's pretty cool. I would like to know what you guys think of. Actually, let's do that for a little bit for now. Actually, what did you guys think of the Oscars? What did you guys think of Will Smith slapping the shit out of Rock? I don't know what you guys thought of that, but I, my take on this personally is the fact that I mean, look, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm all the way up into the current events and what's going on in pop culture, but I think Jada Pinkett did my man Will wrong at one point, and you know, they took on. Here's Somali Rose. So I went to myself, hey, what up?
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. How are you?
Oh, handsome man, not the Somali Rose. One joke now. One joke now. Everything's good. Everything's blessed. How you doing?
Kawaran. Maxaa dhacayo?
Galo iyo warama. Galo iyo warama. What is it?
Galo, kawaran makalo.
Salam alaikum, Galo.
That's my favorite. I'm trying to normalize it. Salam alaikum galo.
You know what's gonna happen, right? One day you're gonna walk into one of your family's events and you're gonna say that just because of the force of habit. That's
And
gonna
I'm used to it now. I'm trying to normalize it.
happen. Yeah. So what's going on with you? How you been? How you been?
Good, just busy with life. How are you?
Oh, can't complain, man. Just super busy. It's that like business is taking off, and you know what I mean. Thank God, but like it's keeping me busy, yo. Super busy, super busy. But yeah, so I was asking the peeps there what else we can talk about and stuff like that. Coco Jasmine said politics, pop culture, current events. So I was just asking, would you think? What was your thoughts on Will Smith and Chris Rock fiasco?
Would you
Did you see
believe?
it?
You know what? I told you I don't watch TV or social
Uh,
media. So I literally heard it from Clubhouse, like, right? I was
yeah.
like, oh my God. And I had to go look it up. And when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, was he serious? Like, because he first laughed at it, right? And he
Hard.
thought it was funny. And then all of a sudden, so I didn't really know if he was playing a character. Was he trying to be funny? You know what I mean? I didn't get it.
I was
So
joking about it. Yeah. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
So I had no idea. So like I need to hear from his mouth. Like, what did he mean about it? And then I saw him do the speech where he was crying. I don't know. Does she have Somali the Archetypes? They would say, where's the haircut? Right? You know that?
Somalis are extra, man.
Yeah, if he was Somali, they were like, oh, Seher is so good, right? She kind of did some voodoo on him because she literally is like her little pit bull, like go get him type. You know what I mean? That's how it looked like. 'Cause she was like not happy, right? She was
Yeah.
in a happy camper, so it looks like she after she saw him laugh, like, oh, how dare you laugh? Go get him, like you know. I don't know.
You know what I said? I think she whispered in his ear, if Tupac was alive, he would have done something.
Oh shit! Exactly. Then she gave him that look. She gave him that
Yeah.
look. Like, yeah, if Tupac
Yeah.
was alive, look.
She's like, because she does have, I think, Tupac's name tattooed on her body somewhere.
No way. Wow,
Yeah.
I had no
So
idea.
it's like, and he had to go through that whole, to me that was embarrassing. I actually agree with Coco Jasmine. That was embarrassing. Or yeah, Kate and Pat as well. That was embarrassing for Will Smith.
But do you
Super
know
embarrassing.
their relationship dynamic is kind of weird. I remember, you know what they say, pictures say 1,000 words or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember I saw a picture of them at an Oscar or some sort of an award, like I don't know if it was Grammy or not. And they were sitting beside each other. He had his legs crossed all the way, and she was man spreading, like huge. And
Oh shit.
yeah, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe she's the masculine one in the relationship, and he's like, the feminine one. It
She
happened.
punks him off because she
Yeah,
always shows him that movie Set It Off and how she
yeah,
was a badass in it. So I think
yeah,
I think that's what happened.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe she's the man in the relationship. You never know.
Coco Jasmine said he really had a lot of built up emotions.
He showed dead. And there was this clip I saw of him a long time ago. He was like in like a golf course or something, and he was like, "Oh, I'm 50. I'm not responsible making Jada happy anymore. It's not my responsibility." As if that was his responsibility. It was weird. Like their dynamic is weird. Like they seem like they're woke and they know what they're doing, but sometimes they're not. I don't know.
It is weird as fuck. Did you actually ended up watching the clip though? Because Chris Rock didn't really say anything crazy.
No, he
Just
just
because
said
she
about her
had
hair. Yeah, he just said, "Oh, she's doing
GI
the
Jane too. Like
yeah."
that's all. I mean, I know that she does have a condition where she loses her hair or something like that happening with her, but it was not the end of the world. Like I
Hello,
mean,
Somali people make it a name. Like if she was Somali Bidare, you know what I mean? That was she would introduce herself like Jada Bidare. You know what I mean? She would introduce herself with pride. You know what I mean?
yeah, I
Bidare or
think
something. Or
then
Ile or something.
Will Smith would have to fucking slap up the whole Somali community.
I know,
So,
no, but honestly though, like look at our community. Everybody's like handicapped, whatever it is that they have that's like not happening, not good, like negative. That's
right.
the nickname they get. Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely. We
Exa-
actually pinpoint on the shortcomings of people and put a big light on it. Yes, that's what we do. But that's
Exactly.
also how we're tough. That's how also we're tough. You know what I mean?
Does it really make them
That's
tough?
essentially.
Is it really making us tough or just really weak on the inside, just like a little mush, because it feels like this guy looked like he was tough on the outside, but he was mush. Like, look at how many times Somali people fight right away, get all emotional when like
Right,
the first thing
right.
that happened to them,
We're
because
very
they're
quick to
just
feel
so
emotional.
beaten. They're like a lot of Will Smith is walking around.
Look
Like
at
that's
what
how it's.
look at
Yeah,
what Coco Jasmine just said. Will is trying so hard to fulfill the fantasies of Jada. Jada wants a thug. you,
hell
you,
yeah.
you think that's serious?
Usually, women like okay. Why not? Women usually want protectors. They don't want a guy who they cannot like can't protect them, right? Who
Okay,
wants
but
them?
okay, let's talk about that for a second, Samani rules. What are those parameters? Because you're saying a protector, but what are those parameters? I mean, someone makes a joke, I gotta protect you. Like,
Oh
where's
no!
right?
I was talking about the thug thing. I was talking about because some people say,
Okay,
"What is the attraction? Why would a woman not want a good guy and would want a thug?" Like it's the
right.
perception of protection, right? Oh, this guy can really protect me, type. But about this Will Smith, oh hell no! It was so yeah, it was out of pocket. It was not in the right place. It was just yeah, he's suffering from some mental illness. If that was like real, unless he's acting a character, you know that protector,
Yeah,
you know that crazy whatever character he was playing.
Hancock.
No, not Hancock. The father, like Serena Williams or whatever.
Oh, King Richard, King
Yeah,
Richard.
okay, unless he was like, because he said that in his speech, right? He's like, I try to
Yeah.
embody. Unless he's doing that, but other than that, that was not protection. That was just foolery, tomfoolery.
Well, okay? So because when he did that, I didn't even see that movie. Have you seen that movie? That was Venus
No,
Serena Williams'
no,
father, right?
I didn't see anything through COVID. No,
Okay, so it was that's what he got the Oscar for.
yeah, I didn't see it. Who saw it? I don't know. It was good,
I
I
don't know.
guess. I
No,
don't know.
I didn't see that. And Coco Jasmine, I'm not sure what you mean by all that spiritual nonsense didn't help. What spiritual nonsense?
Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking about them being woke. I think because they're going through a journey. You know, even them having the red table talk. They always talk about oh, spiritual. We're going spiritual journey. We're trying to be vulnerable and unpack our trauma, right? So I think that's what he means. I'm not sure. Is that what you meant, Coco? Okay, it's either something's wrong with my broadcasting or something's wrong with your internet.
Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? All right, can you guys hear me? I think I'm being heard now. If I'm not, freaking calls. Uh, you there, Somali Rose?
Hi, what happened? Where did we
I
go?
got a call, man. I got a call, and when the call, I'm on Mac, right? Like, all my stuff is Apple. So when I get a call on my iPhone, it interrupts my stream, and I always forget to put my computer on silent. Like, I don't not dis- do not disturb mode. Ah,
Okay.
sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
It's frustrating. Sorry about that.
So did you hear what Coco said? Did I
No,
did you hear what I was saying about
I did not. All I heard you say is that they're woke. After anything after that, I didn't hear. What do you mean woke?
no, not woke, like the term woke, like like
Yeah,
you're self-aware mostly, and then
right, right,
like
right,
that's what I thought, like at least, right? And then
right.
especially them doing the red table talk, they said they were going through spiritual journey, and they found out that you should be happy. Everybody,
Oh
it was their
yeah, yeah, yeah,
responsibility to be
yeah. I
happy, and they
remember.
shouldn't come. They should come together as happy people, but they shouldn't want happiness from the other person.
That,
Like,
that's
yeah,
when she said. That's when she said that she was having an affair or something, right? That's when she said, and he was completely okay with it, or what? Or at least he pretended like he was, right?
yeah. When she called it entanglement, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. They take. That's it. Oh my god! But it's crazy because they were just being honest about. So, do you think LA Hollywood changes people? I think it does. Like, it messes with people's brains, right?
no, I think marriage
You think
does.
so?
They just wanted to change the
Did
way
you
their
say marriage
marriage
does?
works. Yeah, did you not hear that? Yeah, I
Wow,
did.
wala pa tayo,
No,
wala pa.
but no, no, no.
Marriage
But
is
listen to
bad.
this. But listen to this. Like,
I
do you
agree with you.
expect them to have the same type of marriage this whole throughout? I think they know what they want. It's just that society's not ready to hear it. You know what I mean?
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So okay. So do you remember? Okay. So let me take you back to something that has happened in a clubhouse. Do you remember when I think it was Sapien or something? Someone was talking about, hey, look, if my wife wants to go and sleep with a younger, more fit guy, I would be okay with it. Remember the guy that said that, and
Yeah.
then
Absolutely. Yeah.
all hell broke loose, right? All hell
Yeah.
broke loose,
Yeah.
and I don't agree with that stance, obviously, but him saying that it triggers it triggered a lot of people, and I'm like, okay, why would it trigger you? That's his. Then that's the if he wants to have what do you call it, a deal with his wife or whatever, right? Isn't that
Oh
between the
yeah.
couple? Like
You
why
know
who
what's his
are
name was
we?
doing it. Sorry to cut you off. The guy from Microsoft. What's his name? Bill Gates. It
Bill
wasn't
Gates,
him
yeah.
and his wife had a setup like that too. But go ahead.
Yeah, so he was basically saying he would do that with his wife. He would let her sleep with a younger, fitter man if she wants to just enjoy and whatever, and he's okay with that. And some people just lost their minds. Like myself, I would never be okay with that. I can't see a world where I would be okay with that. But I'm just saying, if people that are married do all kinds of deals, if you will, that happens all the time,
Exactly. Have you
right?
ever heard of a hall pass?
Yeah, yeah, a hall pass. Like if there's the celebrity that you want to sleep with, and you ever are in a position where you can, it's all good. Go for it. That kind of stuff. I always thought that was for jokes, for shits and giggles. Though I never really took any of that seriously.
Yeah, but
But
lifetime is a long time. Like, unless like the Somali marriages are like not lasting in a long time, so you don't people don't get into that, like where they have to like renegotiate the terms of condition. Right? So a lot of renegotiation happens because you get older and you don't want to like break up a family, break up your wealth, everything you worked for your whole life. Why? Because you don't like one thing, or you're bored with one thing, or or you're not, or you're missing one thing.
but like I mean, I don't know, man.
Like,
I don't
let's
know.
just say, like, right now, I have
Mhm.
a friend who's in St. Vincent right now. He's gonna come back in when it gets warmer, right?
Right.
He's like, CEO. He's got money, everything. And his wife right now is in Florida with her boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
and
good.
and he's like, I wish I had a girlfriend. And I'm like, wow, what I mean? Like, but he's like in his 50s, and like late 50s, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
he's like, he really knows what he does not apologize for his lifestyle. You feel me? But we're
Mhm.
not like that. We don't come from a culture like that. We live for other people. We don't live for ourselves and what
But I
we
don't.
want.
I don't. But Somali Rose, I don't think anybody comes from a culture like that, do they? I just think, and bear with me, but I think that the institution of marriage is no longer needed. Do you know what I mean? Like it was needed at one point when the roles were very well, very very segregated and very defined. But today, do you think that because the need for marriage was for the woman to be, to have a home that she can raise her kids in a safe way, and the father would provide for them. Like that was the setup. That setup is so passe right now, isn't it? Like women don't necessarily need men to exist. They can make their own bread. They can make their own life the way they want it to make. And I think that in itself is the reason why a lot of these relationships might be breaking down, because there's no more need. So if the woman is making her own bread, the man is, they're like, why are we, do you know what I mean? I think that's what it is essentially, because in some
Mm,
other parts of the world, the institution of marriage is still pretty strong, and it's still going because those roles are well defined. What do you think?
no.
Oh.
If if you're having kids, if you're having babies, a man is very needed. Oh my God, it's very essential because the yin and the yang, the mother and the father and that kid, that child has to get both energies for both of them in order to make it. I'm talking about like after the kids are out, like you know, no holds bar. If the kids are out and they're adult, I am, but mabit sila gara in the Somali culture. Like by that time, he's
Hmm.
living somewhere else and she's living in Somalia, or he's living in Somalia. You know what I mean? They don't
Right,
even
right,
bother.
right.
He already had married some other woman, or he's single, or what have you. But most of Somali culture, the women stay by themselves, right? They
Hmm.
don't. But
But they
usually,
stay by themselves, but they stay in the marriage.
yeah, yeah. But they stay. But the guy goes and marries one, two, three, four, right?
Adi, huh?
I
Adi.
do. But I'm saying, but isn't it? Aren't you guys doing the same thing as these other people doing? The only thing is you're forbidding the women from actually moving on and doing the same thing. That's
And
it.
do you think that's fair? I don't think
Of
that's
course,
fair.
it's not fair. Why you
Okay.
think I'm not in it anymore?
There you go. It's like it's not a
It's not a
fair.
fair deal. Like in,
Yeah.
but when you have small children, it's essential to be together and like all hands on deck type situation because labo
Oh,
de
absolutely. Raising kids, I can obviously, I'll agree
but
with
the
you.
Somali culture, they think we only need Naga, we only need women to raise kids. No, a big, big, big,
That's the old
big
Somali
problem.
culture, though. That shit's changing. That shit's changing.
I
Um,
hope so because it's
as yeah.
all hands on deck. But after they grow up, hello.
Coco said, "Can you call it marriage if person go around sleeping with who they like?" That's a good. I mean, that's that's a good point. Like, I mean, do you think
But
that's a marriage?
who said you're sleeping around? Like you guys are making it like it looks so bad. Like you sleeping around, like you're hoeing. Like these are mature people that are consenting, that are
Right,
married, that have a company. Like because marriage is more than just sleeping together. Mukta, it's like it's a company. You feel
right,
me?
right, right,
And then
right.
there is like a lot of assets and a lot of stuff invested in this. Like, do you just want to break that up just so you can like have a vacation with somebody like that's hot?
Right.
No, you don't want to do that.
That's so. So, what do you think of what like Coco Johnson says? Poor kids growing up in open marriage environment. What's the difference? So, which
But
kids would fare
did he
better?
just? But did you guys just hear me when I said the mother and father need each other? I mean, need to for the kid to grow up. This is not for when you're raising children. But are you supposed to get divorced or like shrivel up and die after the kids leave the home? That's what I'm trying to say. He said that kids are growing up. No, a lot of but when the kids are young, you have no time to even have sex, let alone get a second or third girlfriend or boyfriend. Are you kidding me? No, you're raising
Yeah.
children. But when the children are out, unless you're planning to divorce after your children are out of the home, right? So
Out of the home or
yeah,
grown?
grown. Are you raising
Okay.
children? Okay, so you have grown children living with you that you're raising in your home? That's another situation. Then that's you have a
That's it. Yeah,
problem. Then there
that's
you
it.
have a problem. Yeah, I don't think you could leisure and have a second friend. No, 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 no.
Someone,
Obviously,
someone just,
you
someone
have a
just called
problem.
you. Someone just called you a modern woman.
You have a problem. If you have your grown kids living with you, do not do that because you have already have a problem. Don't invite and yeah, you are not ready for that. This is
So,
not.
right. So,
I
but
don't
do you think?
recommend this.
Yeah, but okay, so do you think men and women need each other the same way they used to? Because okay, here's my contention, right? You and me are married, we have kids, our relationship is kind of falling apart a little bit. But Somali Rose makes her own money, New Nomad makes his own money. You are not linked to me in that sense. Financially, you can be doing whatever it is that you want to do, right? So let's say you're an outgoing person, you like to go and travel the world, and we have the means to do so. But like I'm more of a homebody, and I'm like, man, miss me with that shit. Do you not stop living your life because the person you're with is not vibing in the same frequency as you? Or do you go and still do what it is that you like? I think more and more people are realizing that life is too short, man, and I'm not gonna limit the way I want to live this life through another person's lenses. Does that make sense? And because the woman is
Absolutely.
also making her financial decisions and she's well off financially, much more than in the past, then she's able not to make those decisions, and she's able to say, you know what, maybe this is the end of the road for us. I'm gonna go travel the world. You stay at home, play your PS5. We're all good. Peace out, and we'll raise our kids together. Like, isn't that not a healthier approach? Instead of saying no, 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 we gotta stay into this, and okay, so Melly Rose, you don't get to travel because New Nomad is a PS5 lover or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, women are now more empowered more than ever to make those decisions themselves. What do you think about
Absolutely, you're speaking my language, Mount Hijra, you know what I mean? But
that?
but yeah, I would have
Yeah,
Afwaka milka ame Mount Hijra. You know what I mean? Like people say shit, like but they can't talk the talk. Like they talk the talk, but they can't walk the walk. Like only mature men, because the way patriarchy is, men literally believe they own women. Like women would actually,
mm,
Somali women will believe, like married somebody knowing her husband can any day marry somebody. Like it's not even a thing, right? Like it's not like you don't have to even think about it, right? Because it's
right,
inevitable. Maha, you have something that you have, like it's in the back of your mind. But a
right.
Somali guy, he'll be like, never. I just want to ask it, but why?
But we're to a certain extent we're taught that, to a certain extent, right? We're taught
but
that.
ever been asked why?
Oh, I know why. I know why. Um, it's because when we were nomads, people needed to fall in line. You understand what I'm saying? If you need me to protect the Degen or the village, I can't be worrying about you being, what I mean, we were functioning as a unit, okay? Where it's kind of like, okay, let's say we have one car. We'll arrange everything so that we can use that one car when needed, right? But now let's say we each have a car. Very, very fast you will become independent. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like back in those days when we were actual nomads, we only had one car, we had one vehicle, we had one system and everybody had their place in that system. Whereas now, people are creating their own systems. You understand what I'm saying? And that in turn is making us not put up with shit. And I would speak more on the women's side because it's like, yeah, nigga, I'm making my own baguettes. I'm making my own money. I don't need you. I don't need to be in a relationship where I'm denigrated or this or that or the other. Why make myself go through that when I can afford to have the life that I want to live exactly the way I want to live it? And I think people are just realizing that more and more right now. So I don't know. Komato said, "Isn't marriage the last straw in patriarchy?" So I don't know what you think about that, Somali Rose.
Yeah, because women figured it out. Like, hello, this ain't fair.
Can we talk about this? Can we talk
Can
about
we renegotiate?
this?
Like, cause before, all you guys had to do is make money and we were good, right? Like, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, this guy's paying bills. What the hell am I gonna do? I can't open a bank account. I can't get a job. I can't do anything. I can't even vote, right? But
Yeah.
now, right,
Hmm.
you guys have to be nicer. You guys
Yep.
there's more things that you guys have to do, but like they say, bring to the table. Before it was like, whatever, like I had to do everything for you. Now I was like, wait a minute, no, I really don't have to, because I could do all of this and I can afford this. So what else are you gonna do? So now they're like, what do you mean? Am I not supposed to provide for you, to protect you? Like, listen, I own a gun, right? I own, like, it's safe. There's 911. You don't have to do that. So now men are like scratching their heads, like, oh my God, so what do I do now? Like, and every time, like, how that's what I love about the Somali rooms. They're so confused, the say life situation, right?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know who I'm talking about, the say life generation. They're like,
Absolutely.
what? Like, what do you mean? You don't want me to protect you, provide for you? I'm like, I already got that. So I'm like, I already got it. Like, what else you got? Like, you know what I mean? So they're like
What else
confused.
is there though? Somali Rose. What else is there? Okay, what else is there?
Yeah, I mean, if for you not to know that there's way more. What about intimacy? What about love? What about compassion? What about
Okay.
compatibility? What about all of that stuff? What about being fun and being growing together? Where is that? Like, there's none of
Okay.
that stuff. Or it's like, if we're not having children, I feel like if there was no that physical, what's the nature that want compel us to procreate, if that
Right.
wasn't available in the psyche of the smart people, we would be extinct, I think, because I
You
feel
think
like,
so?
well, because we're so asexual, non-feeling people. Like, I don't know, dirbiyan in a way. It's like we're not in touch to what we want. Did I say yes, that dirbiyan? Like,
The big laugh.
dirbiyan, like, or we were taught to like completely not, think about what we want and associate with our feelings and desires and needs. You feel me?
I
It's
had
like,
a
no, 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 you can't do that. No, not a lot. No,
yeah.
not that one either.
Exactly. I think here's what I think, and you let me know your thoughts on it. I think the old system, or the system that we're used to, you know, boy girl fell in love, boy marries girl, they have kids, and they live happily ever after. Okay, so that construct, right? That institution, that thing that we all were raised with, I would say, there's a poison in it that we only discover once we're in it, I feel. What happens to the woman is that because she's raised to take care of her family and her man and yada yada yada, she starts seeing the husband as just another kid, and there's resentment that sets in. She's like, I gotta take care of this nigga too, what the hell, man? Like, and on the other side, on the flip side, right, as a man, you're told to provide for your family and this, that, and the third. And there's also resentment that happens in the man's mind, where he feels like his wife is also one of the kids, because he just has to provide for her
Provide
as
for,
well.
yeah,
Ha. So
yeah.
those two resentments, so madrag, labadu dibo waxay isku arkayaan, like iyal isku arkayaan. There's
Another
gonna be that's
responsibility.
and that's gonna
Yeah,
chip away at the respect they have for each other, or the whole reason they fell in love in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I think is never really told or truly explored when we're talking about these family relationship dynamics. It
yeah.
chips away at the respect, bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit, at the point where the man starts treating the woman like a kid, and the woman starts treating the man like a kid. You understand what I'm saying? And then
Yeah, yeah,
the lack of respect is going to obviously reach a boiling point, where they're going to be like, fuck you, or fuck you too. Right? That's essentially what happens. In my observation of things, because I think that it's time for a new framework to kind of be settled in. And in that new framework, we see each other right now. Honestly, people go into relationships and they're like, I don't want to be a burden to you, and there's no reason for me to be a burden onto you. The only
yep.
reason why people become a burden to each other is emotionally, because some people are just more needy emotionally. As a Somali, I think that we are we fare pretty well in that.
Hollow, hollow. Can we
What do
say
you think? Yeah, what do you
hollow?
think?
I think hollow. We're like, because our cups have not been filled as children, like I
Fact.
told you. And then by the time we became adults, we were supposed to, not only that it was supposed to be filled, we would be so filled that we would give from our saucer. Ours is so empty, and then we need, and then we project our insecurity and our lack on the person. You're like, why aren't you like this? Why aren't you fearing? Why rhapsody it? You know, why aren't you? You're like,
Right,
and then
right.
everybody's so scared to be themselves because he has a role to play, she has a role to play. It's something, another thing to do for each other. It's like, oh, I have to do this, man. I have to do this. I have to do
How
this. You know what I mean?
emotional? Yeah, how
Yeah,
emotionally available should we be though? Like that's the thing.
exactly.
Yeah, how emotionally available should we be? I'll be very honest with you. Okay, I'm gonna talk about me, like personally, right? I have a hard time with people that are not responsible for their emotions. I have a hard time dealing with people that make it
Same,
my business and other
same.
everybody else's business to get their emotions in check. You understand what I'm saying?
Because they weren't taught. So when are we taught that as a kid? You see, you know that because you grew up in North America. You know what I mean? But when
Yeah,
that's taught as a child, if not, you have to, learn it as an adult.
right. But you also have to. No, I've seen people that grew up the same way as I did and still have that emotional, fucked up shit going
Emptiness,
on. Right?
emptiness. No,
Yeah.
maybe you went through therapy. Come on now, let's not judge. So you just yani came out of your mom's womb, and as a Somali with none of those traumas, even though you
Yeah.
had all of that, and you grew up the way, like, I'm talking about the average Somali grow up, and you're talking about you didn't need any help to kind of
Oh no, 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 no! I'm not saying that. No, no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. My mom had a lot to do with that. My father had a lot to do with that. The way I knew I was brought up is like, what up? Geechee, so like it's Geechee. No one gives a shit. Like everybody has their own problems. So you better be solving your own problems. I was told that if everybody was to put their problems in a pile, you would gladly take yours back. You're not gonna take on anyone else's problems. Marcas, you gotta be emotionally mature. You gotta be emotionally you got to learn yourself. You got to learn about yourself. And I think that inward, that inward curiosity or that inward research isn't done enough with our people.
absolutely, yeah, yeah,
Because I think we come from a communal type of community. We come from the nomads and all that. Like that communal thing always makes us feel like we have to depend on the others, but the others feel it's their place to tell us how we should be. Yeah, have you ever met like these socially inadequate Somalis that dare tell you how to be? Not because they're Somali or Horata. That's their only qualification. They're the same people as you, and they
yeah.
feel entitled to tell you how to be. But we've
Yeah, of
encountered
course.
that.
That's every
Yeah,
other Somali.
there you go. And I don't stand for that. Like I mean, I've had people try that. Like, but I don't stand for that. Right? So I'm like, we have to kind of unlearn shit. Like it's not even about learning new things. It's about
Exactly.
unlearning
I'm
the old
learning.
ways.
See, you
Yeah,
had
man.
to, that's what I'm saying. You had to unlearn. And you want the new life, the modern way, the way that actually works for you. But like in Anak, we have this thing where we're literally giving birth to our grandfathers, right? Our
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's like, how is it that a modern Somali man that's born, some of them born, most of them raised in North America? Oh, I want my wife to stay home. I want a woman like my mom. Farhal Marafta. What do you want? You want Farhal cook Kenta? What do you want? What you want, son? What you want? Is that what you want?
No,
Like, and they're like,
first of
yeah.
all,
And then they get
yeah.
mad. And then they get mad. Why not? Why not, Naya? Why not? Galata. Come on, come on.
Salam
Did
alaikum,
you
Galo.
hear what she said? Do you know what she just said? She said, who wants somebody like your mom? Can you really? You know your mom was tired. She had no time for your dad, right? Come on now. She was not
That's an
trying to like
emotional. That's
have
that.
fun.
That's an
Huh?
emotional statement. That's an emotional statement. That's the emotional statement. You know what I mean? That's an emotional
What? I
statement.
want I want
When
a
people say that
woman
I
to
want
bring
someone
me
like my
farhal,
mom,
like
but
farhal iket.
can we talk about how like that's the epitome of slavery to bring a motherfucker like attempting to wash his hands with? Like that's hilarious. That's hilarious. When you
But
think
that's
about
what the
it,
modern, I swear, I got up when I said that they kicked me because they said, yeah,
mm.
why not? I'm talking about a guy. I'm done. I'm done. I'm telling you, unless it's a fetish, I'm not doing it.
Fetish kulaha. I think you. A fetish kulaha. I'm not
But
gonna
I
say
listen,
anything more
no,
than
I'm
that.
doing no. You know those French maids are not we doing French maid scenario or not.
Ah, shit. That's funny. That's funny. But you know what though? I think we're gonna make it. I think we're gonna make it. That same wallahi kid saying that he wants to marry someone like his mom. Freud already talked about this. It's a complex. It's called the Oedipus complex, right? Oedipus complex essentially is a boy who falls in love with his mother, and that later on, whatever, something happens, and then he, ends up sleeping with his own mom, and he plucks out one of his eyes once he finds out that was his mom, right? This because the stories are kind of pushed to the extreme just to make a point. And there's something similar, and it's called the complex of Electra, and that is a daughter and her father type of shit, right? So this is something that's psychological. That's something that's talked about. That's something that we know that as because let's just listen. Like your very first exposure to the opposite sex was your father, and me, the
Absolutely,
first
yeah.
exposure to the opposite sex was my mother, right? Obviously, right? So they kind of delved into the psychology of it. So there is some underlying psychological ways to kind of look at this. La quince, no one like wants to obviously marry their own mom, or I don't think, anyways. We
No,
just
no, no.
are
I don't mean
trained
marry
to
their
think
own
like
mom.
that.
No, the image, like the idea, they want a woman to serve them and do everything, take care of the kids and take
Uh,
care of them and take care of their mother and take care. And then all they do is sit and be a king. Sasera, that's what they want. Like that's the
but it's not
epitome.
even a king.
Nigga,
It's
I
not even a
want that
king.
too. I want
No, but Somali Rose. That's where I think I'm making my point here is that it's not even you're not saying
child.
that
Sorry,
like
child.
you're
It's
a
the youngest
child.
child. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Exactly. So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why the wife is then after that gonna start resenting the man, and vice versa. So essentially, that's what's happening right now, and that's I think one of the reasons. Because look, and I wanted to ask you something as a woman, right? You know that guy Kevin Samuel, right? That's super popular right now with
Yeah.
Hafid.
The
So
the black red pillar. I call
yeah,
in my
yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
I
call
like,
him the black red pillar.
yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. Well, Kasim, how can I? Like he's basically saying how could I the same narrative as some sheikhs actually. He's like women are as the happiest when they're at home, not working. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a true statement, or do you think that's BS?
I mean, but women, like you said, you guys thinking women are monolith. Women at what age? Like, is she resting? Is she careered? Like, you see, there's different ages in women because in life where she is when she wants to nest, when she wants to stay at home, and there's this time when she wants to hustle and make her name for herself and do like. But men think women are just like one at every age. Like every 7 year you change. Like every you're completely coming from different chakra every 7 year of your life, right? So
Right, right, right.
can you imagine you're in your root chakra and somebody thinks you want to do stuff when you're in your crown chakra? It doesn't work like that. Like every 7 year you grow, it's like you become
You're a
a
brand new
whole new
person.
person.
You're a whole new
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
No, and then not only physically, mentally, spiritually, what you grow. Well, we know stuff like nobody stays the same, especially women, right? And then
Mhm.
and then there's stages in women when she's a teenager, when she becomes a mother, you know what I mean? And when she becomes when the kids are not at home anymore, and when she's a grandma, like there's different stages. Of what stages are these men talking about? Do you think a 20-year-old or 25-year-old who's pursuing her career that's in the height of her career wants to stay home and take care of you? No, but when she
Right,
has
right, right.
kids and she wants to cook for her children and her husband and she wants to nest, and yeah. But you guys just think women are just one thing. No, women are not one thing.
Coco Jasmine said, "Define woman first."
Exactly. Which woman? Like, there's some women that love staying at home and cooking and doing all the domestic stuff. But at what age did you meet her? Where was she at that time? Is she that like that naturally? You know what I mean? Is she
Right.
you know what I mean? And is she like because we're not all let's compare one like female male is like in one person. There's like the energy is in both masculine and feminine, right?
Right.
Right.
No,
And
absolutely,
it's
absolutely.
and it's activated more in like different stages in your life. So yeah, and if you're not, but the thing is, if you're not in touch with your soul and feeling and all that gushy, lovey stuff,
Right.
you wouldn't even know. You would think of yourself as a robot. Also, you're like, why is this not working? Oh, it's working because you don't know who you are. You don't even know what you love, what you like. Like for example, I was talking to this guy one time, grown man. He's like, oh, I'm having really hard time with relationship. I was like, why? He's like, I would see a woman who's fine, who's got the, the big behind or whatever, and then I want to spend, weekend with her, but I couldn't even do anything else with her. And then there was this girl that I would want to go to the grocery store with. I was like, so what's the problem? He's like, I don't know what I like about this or what I like about that. I said, because you don't know yourself. You don't
Pretty
know
much.
why you enjoy going to the grocery store with this girl and want to hang out with her anytime and doing just random stuff with her. And this one you just so attracted to her, but you can't. It's because you don't know yourself. The problem is we need to know ourselves, like before we even get into like getting another person to like
Well,
compliment us.
even before that, we got to know how to get to know ourselves, right? Like that's even like something that we don't do enough. It's because people don't know how to do that quest of themselves. Because know thyself is something that's ancient from the pharaonic times. Like honestly.
Sit down. That's how
Hmm.
you know. You sit down and be quiet.
For the so
But
almost.
it's it's dingy, but it's
Yeah, we should start a hashtag for the so almost.
but it's almost exactly. Shut up and listen. Like
You
come
know.
yeah. Exactly. There you go. That should
What
be the
kind of
motto for
yeah,
today.
like
Wow. It was really nice talking to you though. Oh my goodness. We were talking, I don't know, for a long time since like did we get any comments? Right? Do
I
they
know,
think we're
man. I
crazy
missed you,
just
man. I
commenting?
missed you. I missed you. But
You
no, I
see,
haven't even been on Clubhouse. You know that, right? Like, I haven't
I
even been on
know you're
Clubhouse.
missing in action. This is going crazy,
Oh my
but
god.
I stayed away
Uh,
for Ramadan because it's like, you
well,
never
but why?
know.
Because everything is heightened in Lebanon.
No,
Why? Huh.
no, how the Shayatin could they stay in? So I'm trying to stay inside. I'm trying to stay inside. Oh my god. No, but honestly, I don't know what like offends people, I'm like, I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm
Oh,
me. Yeah.
speaking of Astaghfirullah, here's Mr. Thomas Jefferson. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, sir. How about yourself? Long time no
Oh
see.
yeah,
Uh,
I know. How you doing, bro? You good?
I'm good, man. I'm just took a little break from the internet.
You wanna care to explain this comment, please?
Bro, man, bro. Like in my limited lifetime span, I realized a lot of things, right, bro? Why do you want competition? Why do you want a free woman? I mean, someone that can think for themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh hell no! Somali Rhodes is like,
no, but like also I'm ingrained in that way. You know what I mean? When I see a Somali woman, doing great things or working, I'm like, it's not because think about it, right? You're getting a paycheck, right? Just staying at home, cooking, cleaning, reading a book. That's like the ultimate freedom. You know what I mean? That's freedom itself. You don't have to work a day in your life. I wake up early in the
yeah.
morning, hustling, grinding. You just stay at home, take care of kids. I'll trade that any day in. You know what I mean? Had bliss.
You're making noise when Return of the King is laughing at your ass. You know that, right?
How am I making noise? No, I'm telling you the truth, bro. Like at the end of the day, she's getting money just to stay at home, man. But take it
What
as
do
it
you mean
is,
she's
man. This
getting
is my
money?
view.
Who's giving her money exactly? I didn't know that.
Me, bro.
Ah, okay. That would be your framework, Adiga. It would be women stay at home. So what do you think of what I said earlier? Because the woman starts seeing you as another child, and you start seeing her as another child, and then you're
I
gonna
don't,
have
I
this.
don't see her as a child though. Explain to me, how does she see me as a child?
Well, I'll let Somali Rose chime in. Go ahead, Somali Rose. You're mute.
Oh,
Well, غصب سمعته للمياه. غصب سمعت.
I just want to know if he's serious. That's all.
Oh, I think he's very serious.
No, you see, so this is the same Allah generation that we're talking about. So let's just say in like when she starts having babies, like in 3, 4 years, yeah.
Right.
And then let's just say she's tired, you're tired of her, she's tired of you, and she has nothing, and she's divorced. Then what?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead, TJ.
Could you repeat that back? I was just on my computer. Could you repeat that back? I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
in our culture, right? They like a lot of children, right? Journey, and they say if a guy divorced her, did I say it right? Yeah. So if he leaves you, he leaves the children. So let's just say like you have 4 or 5 kids and you guys hate each other, yeah, and then you get divorced, and then what? And she's never worked this whole time.
Yeah, that's a really good question, right? My form of thinking, right? It's like
And
simple,
you're not
right?
gonna come around because you're Somali.
Yeah, yeah. Because think about it this way, right? How the Somali Rose, right? If you can keep that child for 9 months, you can keep it for the rest of your life. You know what I mean? It came from you, it stays with you. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I do cut in my alaskala. You know what I mean? So why should that burden be upon me? And also the thing about what you said, like jokes aside, but let's be serious for a little bit, right? The whole thing about Somalis breeding like cockroaches, that's kind of true because you can't take all your resources, right? They have 10 kids and then they're on welfare. You know what I mean? That's stupidity itself, right? That I agree with. But like, bro, why is men being forced to take care of children? You know what I mean? I get it's my son or my daughter, right? But why should that burden be upon me? You know what I mean? Like, and at
So
the end
you
of
say
the
it's
day,
a burden, huh? You think it's a burden to
yeah,
raise a kid?
bro, it's not my property, you know, bro. It came from you, it stays with you. You know what I mean? It's simple as that. I do cut in my
Okay, why are they taking
Possible
your
that.
name though? Why are you married to that woman if you're not
Oh, that's a good point.
like you're they taking your like my name won't even be remembered. You know what I
Who said
mean?
that?
They're
Who said
taking
that,
your
bro?
name. They're taking that's what men get. They take the
But
name or
yo,
they take
Somali Rose, I
the
think
qabil,
Jefferson, yeah, it's you. But no, at the same time, Somali
but you
Rose.
leave the children with the woman like for the rest of her life.
But we used to actually use our mothers after cinema that bibiri yohare. Just so you guys understand a little bit of Somali history. We used to go
Oh,
the
okay.
other way and
I mean, it
actually,
makes
because
sense
we
more.
value as Africans, we value women
I
essentially.
mean, it makes sense more, especially if the African man is walking more. Like at least her kids, like because I see that traditionally now, you see the Somali woman she would have like three different baby daddies, all Somali, but it would like be different qabils.
But you
Yeah,
know what it is, yeah, you know what it is. It's like Coco Jasmine said here. There are some women who are into submissive and traditional stuff, which is fine. They need to find someone like TJ, right? Like essentially, what's
that's what
happening
I
is that
said. Yeah.
we all have access to a variety of different personalities, a variety of different ways of looking at life and living life. If a woman wants to be very traditional and wants to stay with, you know what I mean, and do that, then do that. It's fine. So I just don't like the fact that we shouldn't be applying the same thought processes, right, to everyone, because then we're no better than the other side. You understand what I'm saying? And Coco Jasmine says, so these men want child. Oh, geez, don't go there. Don't go there,
No, but
Coco.
can I say something? Like one thing I noticed, like some like if she some in the Somali tradition, even though she's doing working, she's
Yeah,
still doing 100% of the child rearing and take care and all that stuff. Like you know what I mean? I'm talking about the traditional Somali woman.
for the
She
most
would
part.
still
Yeah,
be
for the most
working.
part.
She'll still work and have a career, and still she's doing every single thing for the children.
She
So
also cares more because um she's a nurturing being.
no, but I'm
You
saying,
know what
but
I mean?
she's also doing. But I'm saying the only people that I've seen like do this is Son. I'm saying this because I know my mom, like right.
Right?
My mom
Right?
is the like quintessential Somali woman that works, has a career. Until now, she can't stop. Actually, she's still working. But
Okay.
yeah. I mean, my dad retired, and she's like, no, she just can't. It's in her. It's in her blood, right?
Right.
So I don't know what because raising children they do it 100%, like taking care of the thing they do it 100%. That's what she did, like dentist appointments, school appointment, PTS, everything she did. And she worked, but they were, even though they were still married, you know what I mean, and the money
Right.
was 50-50. I think that's too much. I'm telling you, if I'm cooking,
Do you
I
think
mean,
okay, so do you think there's a woman that
mm,
doesn't think that's too much? Do
I
you think
think
that
it's
woman
too
ever
much. That is what me. I think it's too much. I don't know if my mom does it. The reason because she's an Aries, she's double, or Hawaii. She's those people that work. That's how we are. Anyways, I'm an Aries too, but
right?
yeah. we have like a lot of energy. She has a lot of energy. Actually, it's her birthday tomorrow. But
Oh, happy
yeah,
birthday.
yeah. What you will call it? She loves doing it. She literally says, "I feel useless if I don't do anything," and I'm like, "Oh my God, retire already! Like, leave it." Well, that's how the Somali women is. They can't if they're not taking care of their kids. They want to take care of their grandkids. They want to take care of their great grandkids. So TJ is lucky because the typical Somali woman is
The norm is
superwoman.
on in his favor. The norm
Yeah.
is in
Oh
his
yeah.
favor.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
bro. I
He's
try to
good.
tell you guys, man.
Oh
Islam
yeah.
is beneficial for me, man, as
Yeah.
men. You know what I
Islam
mean?
is so beneficial for you.
I
Trust and
But
told you.
believe.
that's what Comatose just said. He said,
I
"I
remember my mom would kick my dad out from the kitchen when he like and he said wants to cook or help her clean. Like, no, 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 no. Let's go
Should I
baby
shout
this
out?
stuff. Yeah. So he's gonna win. He's winning.
yeah." So it's like what Comatose is saying right now. He said, "Here's the issue: submissiveness has a cultural and religious kickback." Do you guys understand what Comatose means by that?
Yeah, but guess what? All the good stuff that I was talking about earlier that has to do with emotional intelligence that needs sorry emotional intelligence you're missing out on because after the woman stops like having the babies and serving you because her kids are gonna grow up right and then she's gonna become
Right.
the queen and then what are you gonna become? You have to start over with another woman to baby you because that woman is a queen now. She's not gonna serve you for a so Big
Ah.
Mama is not gonna. You feel
Yeah.
me? So you have to start over with some youngin that's gonna treat you like God knows what. You know what I mean? So and then
No,
have
that's
new
true.
babies and go through the section again. So she has to take care of you while she's take care of her kids, and you have to grow up with their kids again. Now you're a grown man. You have to do it again. But but why didn't you invest? Where you actually get to know the person as human. Invest more than a dishwasher and a cook and a cleaner. You know what I mean? Invest in the woman, get to know who she is. But like we said, get to know who you are. Somehow that we don't even know who we are, what we want, like we said. Remember?
That's exactly it. Yeah, that's absolutely it. Coco saying, "Oh, birthday tomorrow." So happy birthday, Somali Rose, to
No, so my
your
mommy. My mommy is on the
to your
fourth.
mommy.
No, my mom
Uh,
is fourth and mine is on the 14th. There you go.
oh snap! So you're April
We're
kids, huh?
both, yeah, we're all both Aries. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Happy birthday.
So yeah, so you're not gonna be able to turn up, man. It's Sambusa time still, no? On your birthday?
No, I hope it's gonna be a good
Oh yeah, happy birthday to
thank
Sammy
you.
as well. He's like, my birthday is tomorrow too. So yeah, happy
Oh
birthday,
my god,
Sammy.
happy birthday, son. Oh, that Sammy's and Aries. Whoop whoop.
You believe in that shit? I think we like the
Anaga,
yeah. I'm a,
don't hate.
I'm a Cancer, I know, so I don't like it.
I
I
know
was
why
gonna
you don't
say,
like it. I already
I'm
know
a
why you don't like it. TJ,
uh,
what?
go ahead,
I don't
what's
believe
your
go
in
ahead.
that.
sign? What's
I
your
don't believe
sign?
in that. That's bogus, bogus. You know what I mean? But
Oh, I
listen,
think you
here,
must be Cancer too.
no, bro, I'm not Cancer. Here, I'm fancy. What I was gonna say is, you know how like, I'm fancy. Accountants, right? They have tax season. That's the season where they get a lot of money and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah,
they do a lot of filing, right?
they're busy.
For
Yeah, they're busy.
yeah, for Muslim women, bro, it's Ramadan. You know what I mean? That's the month for them. Chicken the gujaran, making sambusa and stuff. That's when their value increases, man. Bro, I don't get the issue, right? I don't get the
Mashallah,
issue.
DJ class.
No, no, that's bro. That's the season, bro.
We
Online, that's
knew
the
it.
season, bro.
I swear Somalis are jokesters, man, on both sides. All jokesters.
Nah, bro, that's the
No,
season,
now I
bro. That's
know.
the
Now I
season.
know. Listen, now I know why Somali men need at least four women to be happy because there ain't no way. Ain't no way
The
that
more
you
the
can.
merrier. But
Yeah, because
going back on,
because the first one after you have her cooking while she's fasting all day, she's gonna not hate you. She's gonna hate your mama, your daddy. She's gonna
Yep.
hate. She's gonna hate every day she saw you because you made her go in that heat while she was fasting. Other than you think it's cute, but like it
I'm the whole month of Ibadah is Habarwayam, yeah.
Wait, Hosek Habar was a deep, low key. Like, can
So
you
all the
imagine?
credits you're getting is being yeah, they're dismantled by your mom's Habar. That's
Uh,
what's going on, huh?
no, no, no. But imagine that these women that have a lot of kids and they have to get up for these men because they don't usually like. What man is gonna go make some busa all day? You have to make 99,000 for your 99,000 kids, right? So,
Yeah. Each
You're
eating at least 15. Yeah.
yeah, and then you have to wake up real early in the morning, and then you do that, and then while you're fasting, while you can't taste it, drink, eat, like come on now,
How do you
torture.
how do you
Can we
how do
talk
you guys
about torture?
yeah, yeah. Instead of talking about torture, how about you tell me how you guys eat your sambuse?
Have I
You got
eaten?
any special? Yeah, how do you eat your sambuse? Because my sister, she puts timid in it, and then she gets the sweet and savory. Have you guys tried that? Put timid in your sambuse?
Bro, I eat ketchup with mine, bro. I'm not gonna lie,
Disrespectful.
bro.
Yani, like I'm looking at you like the disrespect of all the disrespect. What?
Yeah, yeah, man, she does that. I used to like always like harp on her and like make fun of her, but then I tried it, yo. Yo, it ain't all crazy, man. She puts timid inside the sambuse and then she dips it in the spice,
Wow. Okay.
and it's pretty
I
good.
have okay. I have a sister who had timor obsession. And then my grandma told me dadka timirta jecel mingisay qabaan.
What the hell is mingus? The hell is that? Mingus. It sounds horrible.
TJ, it's like do you know what it is? No, TJ, like say well I don't know.
Bro,
It's
I
like
know Medessa. I know Medessa. That's what I know. You
What
talk
is
about
it?
the book, but you talk about the book, the Medessa, right?
No, no, it's talking about a disease, bro.
no no no
A
no no
disease.
no no
Nah.
no no. It's like those things well where they have to like where there's like some sort of a rohan in you, some sort of an entity where they have to like
Jinka marka laga saarayo nacam marka
no, so
saarka la
there's
dhahaa, saar.
yeah. So they say when the like people that have these entities tend to like that weird shit, like timid in their food, stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I'll tell her. Oh, I thought, oh, maybe we should do an exorcism then. Damn, shit, shit got serious now. Okay,
Bro, did you
Before
guys?
Somali people used to dance it out of you. Now they have to like read Quran on you. It's no fun
someone's got
anymore.
to spit on you and shit. Like
Yeah,
the whole
before it
thing
used
is
to be
tantric. Yeah,
no
tantric.
like
Yeah, the
no
whole
no
thing.
man, but it used to be so much fun. Culturally, they would go away and it would be like a trip, and they would dance and they would eat food. It was so much fun. And then
Right, right,
like yeah, but now it's like they just go beat it out of you with Quran.
right. Ah, shit. So, Coco said I'm a Libra and highly unbalanced. Do you guys know any Libras? That's a pretty. And then Return of the
I
King
did.
obviously said,
I
"Stay
did.
away from that star sign shit, bro." I love it,
You
man. I
must
love
he must be a cancer.
it. Yeah. Yo, 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 yo. If you Return of the King, are you a Cancer? Let us know if you're a Cancer or
Bro, I'm
not.
not gonna
Okay.
lie, bro. When a girl tells me a sign and stuff, bro, that's a red flag for me. You know what I mean? That shit
Oh
pisses
yeah.
me off,
Tell me.
bro.
Talk about
Like,
it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
nah,
How
shit
so?
just pisses me. That shit pisses me off, bro. Like,
Oh
bro, I
yeah.
don't think. I don't think like
You had
a sign
dreams and
comes.
hopes, TJ. I understand. I just
Huh?
crushed your dreams. So فاهم
My
سنة.
dreams. Now going
Uh,
back on my analogy, I was gonna give this analogy, right? When I was younger, right, I watched this movie. It was called Forrest Gump. You know what I mean? And I looked at. I know I don't know if you saw Forrest Gump. This guy, he was hardworking. He was a little bit, unstable,
Of
and he
course,
loved this
who
woman.
didn't? Come on, you don't
Some
have to tell
people
us
never seen
Forrest
that,
Gump.
bro. Some
Shut
people did
up.
not see it. But listen though, so this chick, you see how Somali women are abusive, you know what I mean? Yeah. So there was this woman named Jenny. Her name was Jenny, right? He was doing everything for her above and beyond, you know what I mean? And then eventually she went around, she was doing her own thing, body liberation, she got AIDS, and then eventually she settled down for him at the end. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying is right. Somali women, the modern day Somali women are like this, right? They go around everything and they eventually settle down. You know what I mean? That's a sad reality. And I don't get the issue, right? You guys are saying, hey, I want to work. I want to create focus and stuff like that. You guys acting like, working is a key tool, bro. Like work sucks, bro. Who wants to work? Like staying at home is a good deal. Like I don't want to work every day. I don't want to like, do assignments, do things. Like, I hate that shit. But you guys acting like, oh, I'm working. It's a dream. I want this so bad. I'm gonna be free. Nah, man. At the end of the day, women are like ovens. You know what I mean? They bake. You know
what
what I
did you
mean?
say?
Huh?
What did
what, bro? Like what, bro?
what mahatri?
Like they like ovens. You know what I mean? They like ovens, right? And
Oh
bro,
my day.
But no, man. Why are you surprised? This is a typical Somali man. Why do you think of? I never ever even tempted.
Ovens,
This is
ovens kulahan, this
right. No,
nigga.
they do right. That's what they say. There is a bun in the oven.
No, I get it, but that's not. Oh, jeez. Okay, cool.
No,
okay, let me finish. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
please,
yeah,
guys,
right.
like, share, subscribe. This craziness. Thank you.
So
That's
going
fucked.
back, right? No. Even if I look at, bro, you guys are acting like Somali women like that, bro. I'm part of the Farah exit movement. You know what I mean? Like,
You're
bro,
part of the Farah movement. Yes, you're the
yeah,
typical Farah for real.
bro. You might
So
call me
there's
typical,
a
right?
Oh.
so what so yeah, TJ, tell us about the Farah movement. What's it about?
No,
What's
I
the
think we
هو
matter. I think
فرح
we,
الكربان واي. Call
yeah.
it the Farah movement. Bring back
Farah?
Farah.
Somali Rose, you don't even know you did it, but that's a double entendre because wa Farah wa halki Farah. Farah
Oh
hal.
shit! Listen,
Yo, you's a poet and you didn't even know it.
hey, that rhyme, that rhyme.
All right, carry on. Enough of me.
Yeah, so based on the Farah, bro, and look, right, bro. I realized, when I was younger, right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, right? The idea, not a joke, right? Every Somali woman, right? I thought she was my sister. You know what I mean? Well, actually, white Somali, we need to protect them. Like, I don't give a fuck. This is not my sister, bro. This is just a random woman. You know what I mean? Just because they're Somali doesn't make my sister, bro. You know what I mean? So why should I give a fuck about all Somali women? Not, bro. I'm not, bro. Listen, bro.
So what do you say
Not,
to people that call you an incel, TJ?
bro. I'm not an insult, bro. You know me, bro. I'm not an insult. One thing, I'm not an insult, right?
No,
I
no, I
just,
know you,
yeah,
but I'm talking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
TJ, but no,
Bro,
bro,
if you call
just
me
TJ.
insult, bro, I'm halal. You know what I mean? I'm
No,
saving myself. You know what I mean?
Halal
TJ didn't do
incel.
the no, TJ didn't do the halal thing right now. You know what he did? He said she's not my sister. I wish Somali men mind their business. They see a woman in the street, a bio. Would you guys get the ball?
Yeah, bro, I don't
Yo,
care, bro. Like,
I heard stories like that. I heard stories like
They,
that.
they they think they're responsible for
There was okay. So there's
everything.
this incident. This girl, the Somali girl, told me, Mahaka, that she was at the gym. Okay, and she was just working out, minding her own business, and some Somali dude walked up to her and told her, "ما حد بقوله." Why aren't you hijabi? Like, where's your hijab? Why are you here? This is like, nigga, do I know you? And you know what she did?
Yep,
She
that's the
complained to the
normal.
front desk. She complained to the front desk, and that guy got his membership suspended or kicked out or whatever.
Yep, that's the father I know. I don't know
and
about
that,
TJ.
and that, and that, no, no, and
And
that,
that, Your Honor, is the father I
no,
know.
and that I disagree with, right? Because think about, right, women, right? They don't like overbearing men. You know what I mean? Like, never come out. They don't. Oh, lash. If you know what's that called? It's called family zoning. You know what I mean? We family zone ourselves. You know that? No, lash. We gotta protect that. You know, we can't do that. You know, this is Momo talking about theory. So at the end of the day, right, when I see a Somali sister, right, but I just like, they just like adan to me, they're like ajnabi to me, right? I see them on the street, but I don't even tell them Somali. I just move on with my life. They come up to me, they be like, "Oh, are
You're
you
definitely
Somali?"
gal in
Yeah,
that one.
huh? No,
You're
bro,
definitely
bro, you might
alone in
call it
that
whatever.
one.
No, but when I go out or anything, right, and I see a Somali woman, bro, I don't even go up to her, bro. I just mind my business. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. She comes up to me. You know what I mean? And my brother put me on with that because at the end of the day, when a Somali woman, right, and you tell them, yo, at the place where, Haran could ask them that, and you were there, right, they were Hishonian, you know what I mean? Just ignore them like they don't exist, you know what I mean? And they'll come up to you. True story, right? I'll tell you the background of the story. It's a funny story. I'm not gonna say it on live, right? But it's a really funny story. It was but like, bro, you guys acting like Somali women, right? Oh, we put them on a pedestal, the Wabokotoin, Wakablamarta, Wanadif. When I see the fobs, they're like, go Somali, Wakaman, Majilta, Kabdahan, Wanadif, Kabdahan, Wasan, Kabdahan, Wadab, Kabdahan, bro, they're just regular human beings, bro. Let's stop putting them on a pedestal and just like close our eyes and just move on with our life. You know what I mean? When I see a Somali woman with an ajnabi, bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, really, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, I don't care. You know what I mean? There's more things to worry about. But Somali women, right? They definitely, they need me, bro. They need me. I don't need them, bro. Think about it, bro. Halima needs me, bro. Halima is
Wow.
desperate for me, bro. That's it. Thank you.
Get
Jazakallah.
it all out. Get it all out, bro. Get it all out. That's good. That's good. Coco Jasmine said there's levels to Farah Nimo.
I was,
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
no, wait,
I
wait.
swear, man,
TJ,
I'm dying.
TJ is one on one. Father
Uh,
101.
I think it would be fair to say 102 because the Farah you guys are talking about would come to you up in a gym and tell you
Oh
to put
yes,
on a
yes,
hijab.
yes.
He's
Father,
not about that
yes.
life. TJ
Thank
is
you.
not about
Yes,
that life.
yes, yes.
Uh,
Yeah. Point two. Point
uh,
two.
TJ is our Kevin Samuels.
Yes, he's the Somali
Shit.
Kevin. Oh yes, yes, yes. He's
But
70.
also, like this whole, red pool movement. Think about it, right? But I love my Dakan, right? I love my Dakan so much, bro. If a Somali man, right? So hypothetically, right? he's an insult, you know, and he's that, right? Bro, you can go back home and marry him at 10. You know, I can always go back home and give me a 10, bro. Listen, bro. Some people say uneducated women are the best women. I say unindoctrinated women make the best women. You know what I mean? Badia, adia, bro.
Okay.
Kawaga sakadan, you know what I mean? Adi, bro, put on game. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing wrong with that, bro. Like, you guys can take it as is, bro. We Somali men are winning, bro. You
حضرت
can't. Yeah.
Eddie, what have you done for me lately?
Bro, we can all, bro. Somali men in the West can always go back home, right? And there's crops growing, bro. New, fresh gardens, you know what I mean? And you can just pick one, you know what I mean? That's it. That's cool, bro. I don't, bro. Fuck these new Somali women, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, عادي
Okay.
جزاك أخي.
Jazakallah.
I'm done.
Jay. حسب يد. What the hell, man? Thanks, TJ. Thank you for your very intricate intervention. That's it.
Yes, we're enlightened, wallahi. Very
Uh,
enlightened. Mashallah, mashallah, mashallah.
I'm speechless, yo. I'm speechless, man. I can't lie. Oh my goodness. Well, okay. You know what? At the end of the day, we can agree that I would let TJ exist in that reality.
What level are you, though? That's what we want to know, new nomad.
Who, me?
Yes, what Somali level
I,
are you?
which level of Farahim am I at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're starting to count exactly what the levels are, right? Okay, so is it 1 to 10, or how does the levels
Yeah,
work?
from
Let's
one
let's
to
say
ten.
this.
From one to
Well,
ten.
Coco
If
Jasmine, you're
if
the one that came up with that, so you tell us the point system, please, if you don't mind. What is the point system of these levels, Coco Jasmine? Okay, so while Coco Jasmine is telling us, Anugo, I'm more of a libertarian, to be very honest with you. Example, I'll give you guys
but
scenarios
but
so you
but one
understand.
step up though. One step up. Because you wouldn't do like my friend did.
What? What do you mean?
You know, because
What's
remember
your
that
friend? Who's your friend?
the no, I was talking about my friend in
Oh
Florida.
no, I can't. I know. Okay, one thing about me, I can't share one. No, I'm not gonna share my
No,
one.
one
No,
step up.
no.
Libertarian, but
Ha
one step up. What's the name?
ha.
Like
So,
TJ is like Farah, but one step down. Yeah.
Bro, I'm a
Komato said,
conservative, man. I'm a
yeah,
conservative. Yeah.
yeah. Komato said, I'm a clear four.
What's
Clear.
we need to know what's
I'm
the
done.
what
Now
does
I'm
four
curious.
entail?
How can you get that four? A clear. Me, I love the Somali confidence.
I
He's
love
clear now,
a
man. There's
big
no.
observation.
What would that be?
Oh
Nadifo.
my days.
He's not a Nadifo, huh? He's a
Okay.
Nadifo.
Yeah. Um.
No, I want to
uh,
know. I want to know
TJ's
his.
a
I want to
broken
know his
man.
level too. I want to know his level.
You know, the comments are killing me today, man. TJ is a broken man, the lady.
TJ,
Hashtag fun. Oh, I'm done.
I
I'm
want to
done.
know
I
the.
swear.
I want to know the
Oh.
level. What level?
Okay.
The clear four. He gave you a
Okay.
clear four.
I'm
What
gonna,
did he get?
how about this? How about we do this? How about we actually present scenarios and then we see how I would act? Is that I think that's the best way to do it, Maha. Let's say the scenario of me seeing a Somali girl in a gym, right? And
With no
hey,
hijab
how are
on.
you?
Oh wait. With no
How are
hijab
you?
on. Oh,
Ha, with no
sorry.
hijab on, ha.
Oh,
Okay, how are
wait,
you?
and
Wala.
with
Yeah,
a with a workout outfit with her six
with the
pack showing.
Lululemons and everything, man.
With the
Nah,
workout, yes,
with the
six pack
Lululemons and
showing.
everything, right?
Go
Because
ahead.
I've actually I've seen that, like I've seen those women as well. I'm letting her do her thing as if she doesn't, you know what I mean? Unless I know her, then I'll say hi. But like in otherwise, I would be super friendly and that's it. Let her do her thing. That's what I would do. On the other side, would I let my wife go out with her boyfriend and dumb shit like that? No, I wouldn't. That's just there's limits to that,
So
right?
you're a five.
Bro, what
You're
about an
not a
open
four.
relationship,
What
bro?
do
What
you
the
mean a
hell?
five?
What about
The
Oprah?
hell?
Wait, TJ, there's a level to Oprah relationship. What do you mean Oprah relationship?
I'll explain what I mean by libertarian. That's what I'm just doing. But we have to present scenarios. So how about you guys in the comments tell us scenarios, and then we'll see how we answer. Is that not a good way to do it? Oh, TJ is a made man, Balagli, a new age conservative Farah.
New classical liberalism. Yeah,
But
Exactly.
somebody said Farah is negative. Is Farah negative? Is that a negative word?
What? Okay, so Coco Jasmine gave us the pointing system. She said, is Farah a negative concept? Oh, that's a good point. So when we say Farah, are we saying everything that's bad about Somali men? And
No,
that's
I
what a
think
Farah
Farah, when I
is?
say
Or
Farah, I mean the quintessential Somali man, like around,
what
yeah.
is quintessential though? What's
That's what
quintessential?
we're trying to
What's
find out. The the
okay, so
the the
are we
Farah
asking?
that's 10, like the Farah that actually had to get a restraining order.
Yeah, that nigga.
That
That nigga.
nigga.
Okay, so would I tell a woman to put on a hijab? Hell no. I just wouldn't do that. Give me another scenario. Would I ask if you know cooking and stuff? Cleaning? No, I know how to do all that shit for myself.
Oh,
Yo, so
Um,
that's just a
hypothetically, you're at
joke.
a grocery store, right? And a Halima asks you for a ride. Would you give it to her?
what's that? Say that again.
Say, for example, you're at a convenience store or store, you know what I mean? Walmart
Uh
mela
huh.
sa adi. And then a
Hey,
Somali girl's like, yo, you know, man, gari marta mo mugtay, bas kanu
hey,
fogya, mi qaad
hey.
kata hafid mi gin kata.
If it's on my way, yes. If I've got other shit to do, then I'll say, "Oh,
Mm.
wakahama." Simple. If I
Uh,
can do, I will. Like it's not that big of a deal.
nah, that's good, man. Maybe she's a serial killer. Who knows? You know what I mean? Otherwise,
Adi, hi, Adi, like, I also have my male ego, right? Adi, like, you. Adi, you show what I deserve it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Yeah, I mean, because I put
Yeah.
myself in that situation, so that's what I think. Kind of, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but is Farah a negative concept? That's a really good question. How Coco Jasmine asked us.
It's a stereotype, man. And I don't like it, you know?
But is
I
it a
don't,
bad thing? Do you see?
yeah,
Look
it's a
at
bad
Farah.
thing.
Look at that. Do you see a negative? Halimo, Halimo, is that a bad concept?
Because Farah, why? But listen, bro, I have a God given name, you know what I mean? And it's just my name, you know. And then you should call me by that name. If you call me by
It's like
Farah,
you're
right?
Tyrone. Just take it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
your
like a
Tyrone.
Tyrone, bro. You know,
Tyrone. It's like
I don't
your
want to.
Tyrone.
No.
It's like, it's like, yeah, it's like the Tyrone.
Or Brad,
Name.
or Brad, or
Oh
Brad.
Yeah,
yeah,
Right? Yeah,
yeah. No, it's
beautiful
someone
Ken.
Brad.
told me, right?
It's actually Ken, not Brad, but okay.
Is it Ken? Oh no, no, I'm
Brad is
reclaiming
the
that
gay
shit.
one.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, is it okay? Okay, 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 okay. Ken, okay.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
but
actually, no, wait a minute. No, it is a Brad. It is, wait.
I thought it
It's,
was. Hawaya said. Hawaya said. I thought Farah always had a negative connotation too, often used to describe a deadbeat of a scrub. Is that what you guys think when you think Farah?
bro, you should play that song. I don't want no Farah. You ever saw that first song?
I don't know. No, are you for real right now?
it's an
After
It's a
you,
song.
actual
you,
song?
Yeah, it's a song. Yeah,
you
you
saw
never
them.
saw it.
Put it in the back chat. Put
Let
it in
me
the
see
back
if I
chat.
can find it.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can find it.
put it in the back chat. I never heard that.
Yeah,
That's
I need to get like this whole concept of Farah and Halimo. I came across when there's this,
Clubhouse.
oh no.
Twitter, bro.
Long ago when I used to be on social media, Facebook, yeah. There was this group where this girl used to like give them characters. So there used to be like a Farah minion. No, sorry, Halima minion, like
Okay.
Farah. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. And she would
So
have different levels. Oh, Farah Jodari
what the
and
hell is a Farah Joe Buddy? What the hell is
so
that?
it's the one that lives in what Jodari means?
Joe Daddy. Maya. What's that like a?
Like a mattress.
Oh, okay, fresh.
Yeah, no mattress. Those guys that live in a single homing situation and they only live on a mattresses with no sheets. You know what I mean? Far,
Oh, like
far.
basically
And then
bottom of the
he's
bell.
waiting. Yeah, and he's waiting in a naghabe. So he's waiting. A girl
Because they're out there, right?
to
Those
clean him
motherfuckers
up.
are out. They're out there, right? Those fuckers are out there. Where you
Oh, did she say the traditional Somali man? No. I mean, if
Yeah.
he if his family doesn't live here and he has to live a bachelor life, he's not living a good life. Like, you know what I mean? He's living like
Chances are, yeah.
homely.
Chances are.
Yeah,
Unless
yeah.
yo. So, but Somali rules, you'd be really like mistaken as well. There's a lot of Somali men that are
No, the
doing
stereotype.
very well.
The
But the
stereotype.
thing is, okay, when do we now move this needle of this stereotype? Because I'm tired of when we say something like traditional. Okay, so Coco Jasmine here said, yeah, it can be used as traditional Somali men. What is a traditional Somali man? How can you answer that? How you guys think of that? Like, what is a traditional Somali man? What is that?
To me, in like the way I see it, I was like, okay, he's like this guy who's supposed there's things that he's supposed to do. He's supposed to
Hmm.
like follow uh, uh what his mom and dad do. Like if his mom is and not like in that order, mom and dad, not dad and mom, right? Whatever
Mm,
mom says, he does, right?
right.
And if she says you and whatever the sheikh says, he does. Whatever the community says, he does. You know what I mean? And if he doesn't,
Okay.
like then he have to live a double life, right? In order to be himself, because he feels very suffocated in my eyes,
Uh-huh.
right? What he's like, but there's some that are not suffocated. They're just living the life and obeying. You live with your parents, and then you get married, and then you have children, and then they grow up, and then you get married again. You have more children.
That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Oh my
What about
goodness.
you? What about you?
What? What about me?
What do you think? What your opinion? I'm just thinking what I thought
The
it
opinions?
would be. Yeah, it's just like it's just an opinion. Everybody has one.
Honestly,
So
honestly,
you
yeah,
said,
yeah.
what do you think? Like the quintessential Farah?
Okay, so Anugu, I feel like it's mistakenly seen as this backward, judgmental, Islawayne, arrogant, entitled, piece of a human being. That's what I see Anugu. That that will use the religion like a whip. You understand what I'm saying? That will that's
Yes,
that's kind of how I see it. Like this because there's such thing as called archetypes.
yes,
So
yes.
this is an archetype that we're trying to, or the archetype of Farah and the archetype of Halimo, right? Do you believe that when you say Halimo, you think that it's a negative connotation?
No, but I think of the archetype of Halimo, the one that's just waiting till she could be in control for her, till her kids grow up, so she could
Right.
take her anger.
That's it. That's it. So that's
Not the
that Halimo.
sabreso. Oh, sabreso.
Ah,
Yeah, sabreso. Magnol. Yeah, that one. The one that
exactly.
sacrifices. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's بحق لي كوميتوس فرحني مضو هو مقدس.
Absolutely.
Hey, Comatose, you're killing me today. You're killing me today, man. Oh my goodness. Okay. Talks a lot, too much time in his hands. Okay, that's the quintessential Farah. Talks a lot, too much time in his head. That sounds like a pimp. Shit.
No, but honestly though, what else is he doing? Like, all he has to do is go to work and come back. Like, other than that, of course, you're gonna have a lot of time in your hand.
Yo, في رجال
A
play the video I sent
Somalian
you. Bro.
man is the key to happiness. Kulaha. What the blood?
We like fought, you know what I mean? That's why we both these apps. Here, send the video I played you, you know what I'm saying? It's from 10 years ago, bro. It's crazy. These
make make Farahani more great again. Okay, you guys want to see the video? Okay, I'm gonna share now. Let's see if we can watch the video that you sent me in TJ. It's called "I Don't Want No Farah." Okay, that's cool.
Oh, is it like the TLC joint?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, that's what they're saying right now. So let's see. And these are hijabi ladies uh, singing this. So you're warned. Let's see. All right, now let's watch this together.
A scrub is a guy who thinks he's Farah, also known as a Farah. Always talking about what he wants. He just sits on his welfare ass. So, Maya, I don't want your number. Maya, I don't want to give you mine. And Maya, I don't want to meet you in the loop. Maya, I don't want none of your bull. Maya, I don't want no Farah. A Farah is a guy who can't get no jive from me. Hanging at the Dinky Big Toy with his ladies swag. Trying to holler at me. I don't want no Farah. A Farah is a guy that can't get no jive from me. Hanging out the Dinky Big Toy with his ladies swag. trying to holler at me.
Farah checking me out and his smile is kind of weak.
But my swag won't let him approach me.
Cause I'm looking like Noor and he's looking like a far.
Don't
Want to be on no rhyme, so Maya, I don't want your number.
Maya, I don't wanna give you mine, and
Maya, I don't wanna meet you in the loop.
Maya,
I don't want none of your booze. Maya, I don't want no Farah. A Farah is a guy that can't get no jive from me.
hanging at the rinky toy with his 80s swag, trying to holler at me.
I don't want no Farah. A Farah is a guy that can't get no jive from me.
Hanging at the rinky toy with his 80s swag, trying to holler at me.
If you have a car and you walking, oh yes, I bow it. I'm talking to you.
If you live at home and you don't help out,
Oh yes, wallah, I'm talking to you. If you have a wife and you don't so jive,
oh yes, who know?
I'm talking to you.
Wanna propose to me?
With no money,
Oh no, I don't want no. Farah, no.
I am done.
I'm so done.
I am so done.
I don't want no Farah.
Farah is the guy.
Oh, you never saw that video?
Yeah, I've never seen that video ever.
Me too. This is my first time. Wow. But
The girl- but yo, we gotta give it up to the girl on the right though. She had a
Yes.
nice voice. She had a nice voice. Like I liked her voice, man. The one in the middle, not so much, and the one on the
well,
left
they
is also
remind
good.
me of little I shitted on you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't want no father. But yo, that was okay. Look, can you guys tell me what she said? Where were they hanging out? Hanging out at
And the look. She said, yeah,
No.
I want
oh
you
the
to
look. Is that what she's saying?
Look,
I didn't know because it says liquor store, but like in the real song, so I'm like, yeah, there's no father at the liquor
I'm
store. So
done.
where was
She
it?
said, no, don't come. I don't want you in my look. She said, yeah, you know my DM.
Oh
Yeah.
You guys hear me? You guys hear me?
yeah. TJ, go ahead.
I thought no. She said look first, and the second one is Inkabi, but I think there's somewhere in Scandinavia. You know?
Inkabi, is that like a convenience store or something?
No,
Or maybe a
I think
coffee
it's
shop?
I think it's some city in like Scandinavia somewhere, bro. I don't know where. Is it Finland or yeah, somewhere there. I don't know if it's Finland or Norway or some shit like that, bro. It's one of the but the sad reality is, bro, Somali women are obsessed with Farahs. You know what I mean? They make songs about us. They want to talk about us. It's a sad reality, bro. We're not even so obsessed with them, bro. This is
How
like the
else would
2000s,
they get
man.
your attention? How else
Bro,
would
I'm
they
telling
get?
you, man.
How else would they get? They don't go for anybody else. Like the average Somali woman, when you ask them, they're like, oh, astaghfirullah, ajnabiya, because she's like, oh hell no, I can't, like I can't
What
even
happened
handle
to
Somali.
TJ? Why did he fall off? Where's TJ? What's on the call?
He
Oh,
went to get
okay.
another bank.
It is okay. So that incob, I heard today. Incob. That's what she was saying. Incob, and in incob, it's Swedish, I think, and it means it's like a shop. It's like okay, got it now. Okay, so that's some Swedish shit. Okay, got it.
Yo, my bad, bro. Is it me, bro? When you guys get a phone call, do you guys get disconnected?
Yeah,
Or
that's
just
what
me?
happened to me earlier. That's what happened to me earlier. Yeah.
But
So,
bro,
but
look, bro. You know the guy.
thank
Khalid, you
you,
know the
thank
guy.
you for
Khalid?
sharing that, TJ. I've never seen that
You're
at all.
welcome, man. You never seen that, bro? It's like so 2000s,
Never.
man.
I know. I've
This is a
never
classic
seen
when
it
it came
though.
out.
I've never seen it. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Nah,
Yeah.
man. I
And
love
I
seeing
love
Halimas, you know.
Somali people. They're so innovative and so funny, and they're
Our
so
energy is needed in this world,
yeah.
man. Our energy is definitely
They are
needed in this world.
hilarious. Yeah. That's why I've never met anybody who said, "Oh, I met an unpleasant Somali." Like every time they meet, oh my god, my
We're
Somali friends are
personable.
so funny.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
very
very,
personable
very.
as a people. We're very personable as a people, and we always like a good joke. We're comedians. We're all comedians, whether we know it or not.
It's a
We're all
trauma
comedians.
response. You know that, right?
Talk about it. What do you mean?
It's a trauma response, like because most comedians, they say that they've been through a lot, right? So they try to mask it and be funny. So even
Okay.
our shortcomings, stuff that it's painful, and we usually make fun about, right? Like for example, when I was in Somalia, I said to my thing, oh tasino talo, right? And then he's like,
Ah.
oh submatal, oh yeah, and submatal. I'm like you're supposed to be sad, nigga. What the hell? Like there's taxi, and you're talking about there's sub. Like what the hell? But the thing is, because they don't want to cry, because every day there's taxi, right? How many times are you gonna cry? So you gotta joke about. You
they're
gotta
cried
be
out.
funny. You gotta be funny. You gotta be, or you're gonna be like, very
You'll
depressed.
be overwhelmed. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. So we have to
Okay.
be, yeah. And then, especially like in a family, you're like, got like 5, 6, 7, 8 kids or siblings, or, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
gotta make life funny.
Why is
Oh, that.
Comatose dissing those girls singing? Comatose goes like cats dying.
That's how
And
they sound like, you said?
yeah, that's what they sound like. And Coco thinks it's a banger.
The
I
sad
love it.
reality is,
Hey,
bro,
to
we
each his
can.
own. To each his own.
Yeah, hey man,
The,
everybody has a voice. Yeah.
the
Go ahead,
sad
TJ.
reality is, bro, we might diss each other, bro. But these girls probably, bro, so like these girls videos like 10 years. I'm pretty sure they're older than me, like 10, 12 years ago. I bet now, they're married to a Farah, you know what I mean? That's the sad reality, right? Believers can diss on us, bro, but they'll still end up with us. So who's really the last laugh, you know what I mean?
What do you think? They play that video at the family gatherings and shit.
Bro, bro, every time,
So what
bro.
if you? Okay, yeah, imagine this scenario. What if you ended up? Let's say you were old enough and you ended up with one of them, and you saw that video online. What would you
No,
do?
but nah, bro, I'll play it at the weddings. But think about this, all right? From more of a scientific standpoint of view, right? It's about
But
proximity, right? No,
TJ,
no,
you
Peter.
know why, right?
No,
You
no, but
know
let me
why,
finish.
right?
What I was saying is, right, from a proximity standpoint of view, right? As
Right,
Somali men, right? Who are we
right.
closer to, right? Somali women, right? We see them every day. We go to school with them, bro. We're near each other, but and then we just diss each other. You know what I mean? We just put our laundry out there. Was I and I'm Somali? You know what I mean? It's all memes and stuff like that. And these women, bro, they're just gonna end up with us, bro. You know what I mean? Vice versa. The whole joke thing, right?
No,
It's
I
from
think
to
it's
take.
forced though,
It's
TJ.
not forced,
They're
man.
not
Keep it
allowed,
just.
yes, because it's haram to marry anybody who's gal. So who are you gonna marry? Arab
Bro, what do
guy
you mean,
or
bro?
or, or
Muslim women
Hindi
love me,
guy?
bro. Muslim
Yo,
women love me,
wait.
bro.
Me
I'm the
fam,
epitome
can.
of a Muslim
No
woman.
man, do you understand? Like the
I
only reason
understand.
is,
I
yeah,
understand.
she's not the Somalian man haram. You can't marry an gal. So who is she gonna marry? A Pakistani guy? Well, it's okay. Well, there's good looking Pakistani guys, but what is she gonna marry? There's only Indian and there's only Arab guys, right? So
Or you talking about Somali gals, or you just talking about gal in general?
yeah, gal in general.
Nah,
Like, no,
bro.
I'm
Well,
talking about
obviously,
Somali. Not, no, Somali call gal anybody who's not Somali,
no. I'm saying is, bro, as a Somali gal, right? The men, right,
unless
are
he's
the
Arab,
epitome.
right?
Nah, I don't. I'm saying it's like a Somali man, right? Who's gal, right? It's a Somali Muslim woman's dream. You know what I mean? It's a
Well,
gal who's not gonna. Yeah.
okay. There is no such thing as Somali got man that's gal, anyways. But anyways, next.
What do you mean? Wait,
No,
what? What do
because
you mean by
even
that?
if they not gonna come out and say, "Oh, I'm gal and that's my way of living, and I want um no, a girl who's gal." They also want about or Muslim and who's traditionally what you call it Muslim,
What's
right?
wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
That's what I say. So why are you saying like so? There's no where's the choices? She can't. So that means she has to marry an all traditionally Somali because
No,
that's
but
the only choice that Somali have.
you making like being traditional is a bad thing. Can you expand on it? Like you sounded like
No, the Nika Farah. I'm talking about no the stereotypical Farah, right? That wants like see you as a to do list. The guy we were talking about, me and New Nomad, a long time ago.
Who? Which guy?
Like the stereotype, like the
Ha ha ha
Farah.
ha. The archetypical
Yeah,
Somali Farah. Yeah, yeah.
But
that guy.
these are the generation that built Somali. You know what I mean? These are our ancestors. Like come on, man. These are great men and walking great men's shoes. That's why we can't fit in it. You know what I mean? These were great men in great times. You know what I mean? They built the future for us, right? Think about it, right? It was not for my ancestors, bro. Bro, I can get any Somali woman, right? By just saying, Somalia. You know what I mean? That's it. Our ancestors made it easy for us. You know what I mean? They paved the
Exactly,
way.
because
And
they
what's
told
wrong?
her you're not allowed to marry an
What's wrong with
that's
that?
outside of your kabil, that's outside of your whatever.
What's wrong with it? Listen, right? Every society, right?
It's
No,
not
no.
nice. You took the
What do you mean it's
choices
not
from
nice,
her.
bro?
No,
This
because
is great. It's beautiful.
no, you
Firi.
put her in a cage. You put her
I'm
in a
not putting no one in a
cage.
cage, bro. I'm not listening, Firi.
You
Every
did.
society, no, every society, right, has this marked security blanket, right? Back in the Middle Ages, right? You couldn't marry someone from the low class, right? And from the high class, the monarchies couldn't, they used to hate on that, right? Same with the Japanese, they couldn't marry someone from a different family and stuff like that. But when Somalis are doing, oh, hoop de hoop, it's a bad thing. Anaka, we backwards. Nah, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. It's called protecting our lineage, protecting our identity, and conserving our values. Simple as that. I don't see no issue with that. Why I'm gonna dilute the bloodline, right? Think about this, right? If I have an ajnabi, right? Say, for example, quota Somali, whatever, and they can come back, bro. They can inherit lands, bro. Like I don't get the issue with that. I'm not dissing, right? People fall in love, Romeo and Juliet, whatever, bro. This is the beginning of history. You know what I mean? You get the Montagues and the other house. I forgot what the other house was called.
Well, then,
It's
okay,
it's,
if
it's
you
the
want
beginning.
that, okay,
Yeah.
It was the
good.
Capulets. It was the
But but
Capulets.
but
Yes.
don't you
Yeah.
think in order for you to have that dream happening, you guys need to like join the 21st century? I feel like the typical Farah is still in the 7th century.
Bro, what's wrong with being in the 7th century, man? I don't get it.
He
Like,
is. He's in the 7th century. For example, right? If I want to meet, let's just say, I was young and like I was like getting ready to start my life and whatever, right? Um, I'm not gonna.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm not gonna marry a guy until like at least I live with him, get to know him, at least go out with him for a couple of years. But do you think a Somali man would ever go for that? No. He wants to meet you and then marry you and then you be like his servant. Like
I don't get it.
he doesn't even want you to know anybody or anything about him because he wants to trick you into that.
I don't
It
get
could
the
be
issue with that.
he could be like, for example, right? I used to go to rooms where women would it was a private room back when I used to be on Facebook, and then like it would be like young girls. I mean, I can't call them girls, like they were in like 21, 22. They just got married or whatever, first husband, and then they will be like, oh, he doesn't wash his hands when he's done the bathroom, he's unhygienic, he doesn't do this, he doesn't shower every day, like something that could have been so yani, avoided if you had just at least known more about the guy. But the thing is, in the Somali culture, you meet them, that's the dating. Bio, I like you, and then boom, you tell the family, you get married, and then later on you're like, what did I do? There's no getting to know the person. Do you think that with Somali guy would go for that? No. You can't go on vacation with them. You can't even like date them without thinking you're committing some sort of a atrocity.
A taboo. But listen, Peter, Marta, Somali roles, right? I don't get. You see the issue. I don't get, right. Poor decisions, right, lead to poor outcomes, right? If you marry a bum, you're gonna get a bum, right? Whose fault is that? It's not. See, Somali men, right, are not a monolith, right? We're not all the same, right? We're different people, right? It's vice versa with Somali women. Nah, I don't say Somali women are all the same. You know what I mean? But if you had the men, right? We all different. We all have our flaws. We all have our things. Say, for example, you married an unhygienic person, bro. How'd you not know, bro? Like when you go on a date or just go outside, but you don't wash his hands, bro. It's your fault. You know what I mean?
No,
Why?
no, but how does she know? The guy, every time they go out, they go on a date, they go to a restaurant. She doesn't know what he does when he comes out of the bathroom or
No,
or
but but
what he
but,
does
but
at home, what kind of shower, what kind of
yeah, but
deodorant. She doesn't know all that.
bro, like you guys are acting like divorce is not an option, right? Think about this, right?
Exactly.
Hypothetically,
But that's why the divorce is so high in the
bro, I
Somali
don't, bro, it's
community.
Addy, bro. Divorce isn't for a
No,
reason,
it's
bro.
not. It breaks up families. It
Bro,
breaks
it's
up like
Addy, bro.
livelihood.
Bro,
Divorce
listen,
is
man,
not
listen,
good. You
bro.
guys
That's
need
why
to
you
get
have
out
to
of
see,
that
bro.
mindset. Divorce is not good. It is a
See,
big
see,
deal.
you see that's what the problem, the issue
That's
has.
why you should
No, no,
very, very make sure you're careful about the person you marry because divorce is
bro.
a big
I don't,
deal.
bro. I'm gonna, I'm gonna get a sex doll in the future, right? Really, I'm fancy, bro. Mahal has Somali
I
roles,
don't know.
right?
That's another show though. Maybe they want to join when you go shopping for your sex doll. I don't know about that. I haven't talked.
But hey,
I
listen,
don't
right?
know.
A divorce, right? You acting like divorce, but see, bro, that's why a lot of Somali women, right, are unhappy, right? They indoctrinate in the sense of, hey, I have to be with this guy, bro. If I don't like a chick, I don't like her, bro. I can dump a divorce or whatever, right? This is me,
Dump her,
right?
divorce her, and then you leave her with kids, and then
But
and
see,
then
bro,
she
if
marries,
I was,
and then she's married to Farah, Ali,
yeah,
Abdi, Ahmed, and then 2 kids here, 3 kids here.
bro,
Four,
see,
like
bro, whose fault is that,
why?
right?
Too
We live,
much, too
no, no,
much.
we
Why
live,
not
oh
feed it,
man,
feed it, feed it, feed it? Why not do this? Why not meet somebody right while you're young? You need to get to know him, like know him inside out, and the only way you get to know him is to live with him. And if you live with him, if he's not good, then leave his ass.
say
But the thing is,
hypothetically,
huh?
say hypothetically, right? Say hypothetically, right? I was born a Somali woman, right? Say hypothetically, I'm a Somali woman, right? And I marry a guy, bro. Like, bro, I'm gonna give it fancy, Say I marry the guy, right? But I'm not gonna pop up a kid the first year or something, right? I'll give him a probational period, bro. This birth controls, UV, bro. You can go to the doctor alone and get that shit, fancy, and the guy would never know, bro. You know what I mean? Why are you gonna pop a kid right away in 6 months, 9 months? You guys know each other,
Because the community got and
bro.
whatchamacallit, no, who else? The family, the community. The minute you get married, hey, go back to Lisa. When you have it, when you have it, and then you have first baby. When you have the second baby, you know how it is. Because that's why they get married. I think Somali people. I was just telling Nomad earlier. They marry just to procreate. I'm telling you, if there's no urge to procreate in this lifetime, if it wasn't like part of our nature, we would not. Somali people would not exist because we don't look for each other as
I
companion,
think
as
you,
lovers, for intimacy,
man.
for oneness, for all of that good gushy stuff. It's just to have babies and then walk away. It's
Nah, bro.
very, very sterile.
I think you in that Hollywood, Bollywood infante, that love, how the notepad, stuff like that. Oh, let me come home and have, bro. Listen, cook, clean, and shut up, bro. It's three things, bro. It's the key principle,
I
Three.
love cooking. I love cleaning. Are you kidding me? I love resting my femininity,
I know,
doing
but
feminine stuff,
now it's
taking bath and have a massage table and all that and luxuriate myself. But guess he has to bring it out of me though. He has to be so
yes.
masculine that my femininity just want to ooze out of me. But if he's leaving me, taking the kids and bringing them and doing, I'm gonna not be the being, the feminine being, and because men are about doing and feminine energy is about being. You feel me? You're not gonna get all the benefit of that feminine being if you're gonna make her work like a dog. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna make it work like dog. There's incentive. In fact, there's a roof over your house. There's food on the table, and you get me, bro. You know what I mean? That's a 3-in-1. How that's Somali rules. But you acting like again going back, bro. Listen, bro. If you're not happy, just divorce the guy, bro. We live in a society, right, where women, in fact, if she has a kid, bro, you know what I mean? I had to, but think about it, right. The greatest basketball player of all time, LeBron James, bro. He came from a single mother home. A lot of African Americans, that's very successful, came from a single mother home. You know what I mean? Look at Dr. Ben Carson, I feel like, look at Mfante, I'll say Barack Obama, but Abby's wouldn't, you know what I mean? But same thing, right? Single mother home, you know what I mean? This is what makes men,
I'm
Somali.
sorry. If we have a kid, we're not divorcing until that kid goes to college.
Oh man, Cece, you want to be stuck behind and say, you know what? God,
No, you know what we're doing? We're open in this relationship. If you want, honey, are you bored? We're gonna get you maybe somebody, you know what I mean? But we're working on this because you're 50% of these children. I don't believe that it's all mine. I'm sorry.
no, I
You
told you,
brought
again,
the
gave birth to it, you keep it, right? Think about it, right? It came from
I didn't make them by myself. So
no,
you made them with me, you staying with me until
no,
these children.
bro.
No, we will open the relationship. We'll get you your sex doll if you want. We'll get you your young lover, but you're not getting divorced. I'm sorry until the kids are old enough.
Divorcing, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm not gonna, bro, my life, right? YOLO, you know what I mean? My life, in fact, it's my life, right? Bro, I don't want to be stressed out, I don't want to be agitated. I don't want to live in a hostile environment. So why am I gonna put myself on the edge for a woman, bro? Simple as that. Why am I gonna put myself for some kids, But listen, bro, I gave, bro, feeling.
Then don't have kids. Get a vasectomy. It's so
No,
lovely.
I said,
Life without children is lovely, Anaka. You know what
no,
I mean? Why are we not always? Why do we think that we exist to have children? You don't have to procreate. You know what I mean? You don't. What kind of legacy are you keep? Are you a king? You don't really need to keep no legacy. Just have fun and enjoy your life.
no, I'm not
Get
against
get
sex like that.
snipped. Get snipped and have fun and YOLO. Don't get nobody pregnant. Don't because every time excuse my French, ejaculate, you can get somebody pregnant, right? It's not like women. So just snip it.
No, bro, it's called pull out game is strong, But feeling, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, right? Bro, why am I gonna,
Yo, hold on, TJ, hold on. Comatose is killing me. He goes, Rose is killing us, Farah. Stop her. Silence her. Nomad, show her why you're a four.
Why are you four? What does that mean? What's a four?
I am dying. I'm dying.
I want Comatose to come online. I want him to
I
explain
would
what
love to have Comatose
I want
on,
him to
man.
explain what
Such
a
a
four is.
witty person, man.
Because does he think I would get with a four? Is that what he
No,
thinking?
no, I'm show her why you report. I'm take charge and silence her. That's what
Oh,
he's talking
oh.
about. You know what I mean? Like,
Is
you know
that
what
what
I
he
mean?
means?
It's like Rose is killing us, Farah Zuri. Stop her. Silence her. Nomad,
but
show her why you're a four.
you wouldn't silence me. Remember, you're not the guy in the gym. That's a
Right.
10.
So Comatose guy, I don't know how he's or hers. I'm not sure Comatose, you're a boy or a girl, but doesn't matter anyways. It's 2022. I don't know
Exactly.
when the I don't know when the what the point system is, what a four is. I don't know. So Comatose just killing me, man. Hilarious. Like I was enjoying the conversation you guys are having though.
Oh, where did you go?
TJ, you will be
You're
unhappy
working.
relationships if you don't cherish the mind.
Bro, I'm not gonna check, bro. Listen, bro. I
Did
don't.
you hear that TJ just wants to have babies every day and not
Yeah.
take care of them? Did you hear that?
Ha. This guy's trying to be another ODB out here.
Listen, bro. Why am I? Listen, Diri. You know what they
Mm.
say, right? A stereotype is attached to you, right? If being Somali men are deadbeat dads, and this is stereotype attached to this bucket, but I'm gonna be that. You know what I mean? But it's not a deadbeat dad, right?
No,
How am
what
I a
about
deadbeat?
how about like snippet? Like how about
Bro, I'm not
vasectomy?
gonna get a vasectomy, bro. That's a eunuch, bro. I'm not gonna get a vasectomy. I'm not
But
gonna.
but you're actually gonna prophesize all the stuff that you're talking negative and stereotype. You're
bro,
gonna actually do it.
bro, I'm not gonna do it. But like,
He'd
if
rather
that
be he'd
stereotype,
rather be a deadbeat dad than a eunuch. It's simple.
yeah, basically, bro. Yeah,
No man, are you kidding me? Is
I'm not gonna be a eunuch, bro. What the fuck? That's just
what do you
too
mean by
much,
unit?
Deadbeat
No,
dads
no,
over
no.
eunuch.
Vasectomy doesn't mean like they're cutting everything off. What are you guys talking
bro.
about,
It's the
eunuch? I
same
don't
thing,
get it.
bro.
No, 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 it's a joke. It's a joke, so my Rose. I think
Oh my
we all
god,
know what
dude,
a
this
vasectomy
guy,
is.
yeah, this guy is crazy. He
Bro,
literally called it a eunuch. Oh my
that's what a
god.
vasectomy is for me, bro. You can call it whatever you want. You know, like, bro, I'm not gonna get a vasectomy, bro. What the bro? What? Me vasectomy? Nah,
But
bro.
nothing.
That's
You'll actually
TJ
have a
will be
more
locked in the
freeing.
basement.
TJ, wallahi, you have a freeing sex life. Oh, very happy, and you don't have to worry, and it will be, yani, such a great experience. I don't know, but you need to research it. You'll
I'm
actually
not
be a
gonna get a
great lover.
vasectomy,
You'll
bro. I'm
be a
not gonna
great
Easy,
lover.
easy,
be a great
easy,
man.
easy with the fantasizing there, Somali
No,
Rose.
no, but honestly though, he needs to like not like put any negative things to you never know. Somebody might be watching and then listening and saying, really? Like, is it better really to be a eunuch? I mean, no, sorry, a deadbeat than a eunuch, really?
Ega حقري, return of the king of حقري. Tell her TJ, no على الجلاح here. Cherish كلها. Yeah, my Somali people fucking crack me up,
Nah,
man. I
bro.
don't know.
You get a
Crack me
vasectomy,
up.
bro.
على
You like,
الجلاح.
yes.
على
Remember the
الجلاح
word
ما كان.
stoic. Remember the word stoic.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
they
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
be so like so hard?
Maybe you're right
And
though. Maybe it is a response to trauma, like you were saying, Somali Rose. But how many of us have been traumatized? That's the question. Like, do it all? Like all Somalis get traumatized? Is that what it is?
of course, we were in a big civil war, and I could die if you weren't even physically there, even if you heard from it, of it, even it affected you.
Damn.
Uh-huh. People were getting on medication just from watching 9/11. They weren't even close. They were in like other like cities just from just the information, just watching the news make them depressed, and they had to be on medication. So can you imagine those Somali qaha and all that? We had to like migrate. We had to change our lives. Everybody grew up here, and your uncle got shot, or your aunt got shot, or somebody got killed, or somebody got something, you know.
Right,
So
right, right.
yeah. So we're not free from it. We all need help. Like, and I don't know why is it that some of the men are so hard. Like, I don't know. Like any man would love to be hugged and put in the bosom of his woman and just fall asleep. Like, I have a husband. Don't be.
Yeah, yeah, but Somali Rose, you also don't want to make them weak. You know,
That's
you
the,
still
how is feelings weak though? I want to know how is getting in touch with your feelings. How does that make you weak? Like I don't get the correlation.
no, no, no. I'm saying like having too much comfort also weakens uh
Having
a person.
comfort in the person you're with, like love makes you weak. Makoda.
No,
What's that
Hakuwala,
quote? Go
yeah.
ahead.
Go, no, no, go ahead, you say.
No, there was a quote. It says, "What? How did it go?" It says, "Weak times, right, creates tough men, and a soft time
No, no,
creates
it's
soft.
bad
Yeah,
times. Bad
bad
times
times, yeah, something
creates
like that.
tough men. Tough men creates good times. Good times create weak men, and then
Basically,
weak
bro.
men create bad times. So that's the cycle, right?
Plus, bro, we don't live in Somali Rose. We don't live in, a very loving society.
Why does it have to be a battle?
It is a
Why
battle,
does
but
it
how
have
do
to
you
be a
get?
battle in a relationship? Like every time I go to these Somali rooms, because I've never been. I told you I got out of social media a while ago, like a long time ago. But when I go, it's like a sex kind of battle of the sexes.
A
Why?
gender
Right.
war?
And let me tell you, it's not that I want feminine men. If they're not in touch with their feminine side, they cannot understand a woman. They can't just come
Okay, so
from
what does it mean?
masculinity.
What does it mean
Like
to
you
be in
can't
touch with your feminine side? What does
like
that mean?
like be a bit soft, be vulnerable, be in touch with your feelings. Sometimes you can't just be so like go go go. Like you have to also, because Annika, we're not just made of a yin, it's also yin and the yang, right? Everybody is. So if you, whatever you think, the feminine attribute is what, feeling, being loving, being nurturing, why can't you be that?
Okay, I will agree with one thing. I will agree that to display vulnerability is definitely not a sign of weakness. On the contrary, it's a sign of strength.
And it's not
Because
feminine.
and it's not feminine per se, yeah, obviously, but anything that has to do with the feelings, oftentimes we associate with the feminine energy, right? So that's maybe how we were taught, but essentially, and we also equate that with fragility, and fragility in turn equates to weakness. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the links that we're making, even though sometimes it's misguided, right? So I understand what you're saying, Somali Rose.
But that's
We
the
have,
armor. But that's the armor on the
yeah,
outside. Oh, we have the breakdown. But that's
we
the
have the
armor.
breakdown.
That's the
Yeah.
armor on the inside. I'm hoping that the person that I'm getting emotionally and physically and psychologically naked with is going to drop all the armor. That's for society. That's for the armor on your outside.
So
You
that's a good
feel
point.
me?
That's a good point. And at the same time, every human being needs to drop that armor once in a while, and in order to grow as a human being. And I do
But
agree with that.
sometimes you drop the armor, you get hurt. You know what I
No,
mean?
you
Too.
need it. I'm
You,
balanced.
yeah,
Balance.
yeah, but
You
TJ,
need
you can
both.
get hurt. You can get hurt with the armor on too. Like, don't forget. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can
No,
still get hurt.
no, you can definitely get hurt, right? But
How?
Somali women, their hurt infante is way worse than any other hurt. You know what I mean? So,
Who hurt you?
you know,
Hurt
bro,
you.
bro, you
You
sound
said
like a
you
African
said
American
if you
woman.
go take a diet.
No, bro, you sound like African American woman who hurt you. Second that,
Who
it's an
hurt
old story. You know what I mean?
you?
Yeah, man.
Yo,
But
but yo, we
continue,
got
man.
the breakdown from Comatose. He
Yes.
said one, like TJ, Kevin Samuels, crazy misogynist. So that's a one, okay? A four, trying to balance old and new world. So that's what I am, apparently. And 8 to 10, no personality, family, and cultural trauma. Holy shit. All right, thank you so much, Comatose. I'm glad I'm a four now. Thank you. I do identify as a four. Yes. That's
You try to balance the old and the
well, you
7th
know
century and
why?
the 21st century.
Yeah, but you know why? Because heck, that's why I call myself a new nomad. We come from nomads, but we still have there's a new perspective as well. أنا حتى أنا هاي. But as long as you're not hurting anyone else, it's okay to be different. It's okay to live life differently. It's okay.
Absolutely.
Like I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. We have this tendency to want everyone to be similar. I think that would be boring as hell. I think that would be boring. I think that would be boring. So
Boring? Did you say boring?
yeah, if everybody was the same,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody,
Of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
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 We're like I heard this thing once, and it's a little bit philosophical or fluff a little bit, if you will. But it's like we've all seen clouds, right? We've all seen clouds. They're different shapes, different widths, different lengths, and all that. But nobody says, "Oh, there's a perfect cloud." Like there's no such thing. Like each cloud is its own, but they're all clouds. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I don't know why in humanity, I think we've always been militaristic in our approach, because I think that how could I say, that sense of similarity also is a sense of security to a certain extent. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that's maybe why we always like to apply to everyone should be the same way when that's not. We all know that's not that's not possible. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, fear again, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Comatose
So
is self-proclaimed two. He's a number two, not too far from TJ. It's
Bro, I liberate Somali women, right? That's the main issue, right? You guys think
How would you liberate me, TJ? Let's just
yeah.
say TJ. Let's just say
bro.
you're young. You're young and you start in life, and you want a partner. And then how would you pick her? You want to pick a Somali woman. How would you liberate her since you liberated Somali woman?
First, my mom, Mafante, shout out to my mom, right? She gave me two rules of life, Mafante. Nakawin Hagusin Mafante. And what's the other one? Naga Adiko Hagusin, you know what I mean? That's the two fundamental things. So, right, if a woman wants me, bro, it's a red
What
flag,
does
you know.
neg ektar means? Like that
No,
she
not
looks like you?
no,
No,
not
not
Adiko.
adik kurapta. Like a woman
Yeah,
that wants you.
Oh,
yeah,
snap, really?
yeah,
But
it's a
we're
red
we're
flag, man.
actually the opposite
That-
with women.
yeah.
They say you have to be with somebody that loves you more than you love him. That's funny. Wow.
Nah, bro, I don't like, how that, you know what I mean?
You don't
Women
Same
like to
thing.
be, you don't like
Both
to be
sides.
loved.
Both sides. He doesn't know how to be loved. But both sides are the
Oh,
same.
okay. That's a trauma response.
wow.
Go ahead.
Hey, trauma man, psychologist now, hey, therapist.
What
But
do you guys
anyways,
think of what Coco Jasmine said? Some Somali men lack masculinity. What do you guys think about that?
I don't know, y'all men. Go ahead. Somali men enemy
I think masculinity is a spectrum. Let me use the tone. Halim. I think masculinity is a spectrum.
Okay.
Some people just,
So
bro. Some men.
where's the Somali men from 1 to 10? If 10 is like toxic masculinity and one is like
Let's
mm,
ask Comatose to break that down for us. Comatose, please give us another scoring system or a point system for masculinity, going from toxic masculinity to damn near feminine, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, damn they're ace, yeah, feminine, yeah, basically gay. No,
Oh,
actually gay men are not feminine. Let me not say that. I've seen very, very masculine gay men. Yeah, to like a guy who's very, very feminine.
I don't. I blame the lot of some other men, right? That's actually feminine and this, right? Who are insults and stuff like that, bro. I blame that from single mothers home, right? Somali women create them like this, you know what I mean? So the burden all go back to Somali women. But going back on the thing I was saying at the
There
end of
you
the day.
go again. What cuss? Cuss.
وحلب
No,
with
I'm
the
not.
head
Bro,
there.
I'm not.
وحلب with it. Whenever TJ is talking, I imagine someone driving a car very straight and just slowly veers off into the
Go in
fucking
the curve.
bushes, and then into the bushes, and then goes into a backyard. Someone's pool in a backyard. That's what
Right,
No,
I.
no,
That's
but
what I
right back to
imagine.
that gutter. Why? Because something and then you go right back to it. No matter what, he takes it back to that pond.
Shit. But
no, but
Return of the King
yeah.
said majority of Somali men are rigid, hard-headed, gumistayal.
Gumesti. I've never heard that word in a long
Gumistayal,
time.
oh my god.
Well, I never heard that word in a long time. Gumesti. Yeah.
Gumistayal. Yeah, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. you know.
But
So
going back on what I was saying, bro, Somali man.
Comatose pushed back on us, man. He said Somali men are above this subjective rating system. And yeah,
Thank you, bro.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
But
That's
going back, bro,
awesome.
listen, bro, Somali women, right? When I say right, I liberate them, Fenty. They have these ideas, right? There's
You were
something
never
called, right?
woke,
No.
Korea. You were never
I was
woke.
never okay. Yeah, no, I'm asleep. There's something called luxury beliefs, right? I don't know if you guys are
Hey,
familiar with that, right? There's certain beliefs, right, where certain individuals, right, can believe in it because they have that social economic power. They can, right? For example,
yeah,
feminism, right? No, rich people, they can believe it. On paper, it's all good, right? But Somali women, bro, they can't believe in this, right? Because you live in the West, you're not Mufante, the standard of beauty. You're not the top class. You know what I mean? So when you believe in these things, right, it's detrimental to you, right?
right.
So we need the nuclear family. We need to work with each other. We gotta be like the Jews, right? Keep it within our community, right? Build each other, help each other, whatever, right? But once we ostracize each other, right? It's gonna be bad for us. We can't believe in these certain ideologies, right? Because at the end of the day, what are we, right? We're a nomad society. We're a family. We were born in that. You know what I mean? Hanadat mafta, one family, one household. We go to the cousin, go to the family. We're not like these ajnabis, right? That's on the on the streets or whatever, right? And like we have something called, what's it called again? Gar. I don't know if you know it's the gar, right? Or when you like put money together and stuff like that. That's our form of banking. We don't use this FDA but these banks and stuff like that, right? We don't use stuff like that. We want community. We use Ayuto. We build each other, right? So the moment we
Who do
we
you
say
uh, who
you
do you bank with? Chase? Chase bank?
nah bank with Navy Fed.
Okay, kusai.
Hey.
No, but that TJ, that's fine and dandy if the Somali woman is secure enough. Nigga Somali, you build with him, and once you build
No,
all that, and then you stop having babies, that nigga leaving. You building some other
no, but
woman.
see, no, let me finish. Let me finish. Right? I'm gonna tell
He's
you, right?
going to Somalia to build
Yeah,
some
but
other family.
you should be building yourself at the same time, though. Somali
No,
woman,
I'm
right?
building myself, bro.
Exactly.
I need. I'm not the subject. I just want to talk about in generality, right? You know, if we look right, say we agree, right? You say Somali men or Gumeyesta, they this and that. You know, they're very anti-women, blah blah blah. Okay, hypothetically, we are that, right? Just imagine, bro. You go out the community, you marry a Ajnabi, and the Ajnabi divorces you, right? We don't want you back in our community, right? And then you're gonna blame the men. No, bro, we gotta
Says who?
protect.
Says who?
Yeah, bro, I'm not it,
Who?
bro.
You speaking with the whole community now?
Bro,
That's pretty
I'm
cool.
bro, I'm a new age Farah, you know what I mean? Modern day Farah, right? We don't tolerate
Kusa.
we ZT, you know, ZT, right? Zero tolerance, you know, top boy, you know
Zero
what I'm talking about? Like
tolerance.
zero tolerance, mpente. But no, but I'm saying is right, if a Somali woman, right, knows we all this mukta, we all this misogynist, all this, right, all that, and you go out mukta and you fuck up your life, you marry a Ajnabi, right? And then you want to come back to our community and say, you know what? Oh, I fucked up at that and that. There's a beautiful video on the internet. It's called Nagnol. I don't know if you saw that video, right? Nagnol. I'll send you that link, right? She married a Ajnabi. The Ajnabi
Yeah,
guy
yeah, yeah.
treated her bad, you know, stuff like that. Bro, I get it. Well, like I'm talking general, right? Us Somali men, bro, we do have our flaws, right? We do mess up, right? I get it. You know, some of us is not great, some of us is not good, right? But at the end of the day, right? We here for each other, right? There's a war, infante, a war of attrition, right? There's a war of social media, right? Infante, memes, bro. Listen, bro, these mothers, bro, are calling us the bull. You know what I mean? Like, think about it, bro. Where did they get these ideologies? Where did they get these ideas from? It's Somali women, bro. We getting it leaked. We're getting it leaked from our own community, right? From the Somali women, bro. They're not for us,
They're
bro.
talking. The women
And they're
are
talking, bro. They thought,
talking.
bro.
The women are talking. They
Yeah,
need to
bro.
shut
Like
them
at the end
up.
of the
Yeah.
day, bro. It's bro. I get it, right? The memes, you know, it's all funny, Danny, and bro. And listen, bro. Imagine, right? Hatta, you know, I'm grown, right? But imagine a young kid, right? You know, and then he sees this, bro, was the land or whatever. Because I remember when I was growing up, right? I used to always see, you know, Somali couples, you know, like 21, 22, 23 getting married, right? You know, and you know what I'm saying? So I can jump at like right now, but I see fucking 30 years old somehow I'm not getting married, you know, whatever, you know, and the stock market value is going down. So at the end of the day, Rose, you can say, oh, Somali men are this, Somali men are that. I get it, right? You know, we have our flaws, but
So
listen,
what's the
bro,
solution? What do you
bro.
think?
But the
Because I
thing is,
have a
bro,
solution. What is your solution to the
bro,
new
let me finish this last
Somali
point. I'm
man?
done. I'll answer, right. Let me answer this. Let me finish this last point, right. At the end of the day, we can be at the bottom of the earth, right. But listen, bro, there will always be a Somali woman falling for this, bro. Think about that, bro. You can say, bro, this Somali woman's gonna fall for this, you know. So whose fault is it? Somali women are still gonna marry us at the end of the day. They still want us. Even if you can take the bummest guy ever on the earth, in fact, a Somali bum, right, bro. There will be a Somali woman that's gonna be with him, bro. It's a sad reality, you know. I mean, take
Do
it
you
as
know
it is.
why? Because
They need us, you know. They
no,
need us,
because
you know.
they say you'll at least they tell you you'll never if you marry a guy you'll at least get babies from him like you'll never lose, right? They don't even see it as they literally see you in a way. Sorry to say this as a sperm bank because like literally
What?
because if no, that I've seen women say, "Oh, I gotta go back." I'm like, "What does that mean?" "Oh, I
Yeah,
just
so if
want to
we
have
a
children."
sperm bank, right?
They
Why are you
don't.
taking
They
less
don't
sperm
see
though?
you. I'm sorry to tell
Okay,
you
but Somali
because
rules. If
when
a
you
woman is like that, then why should she
yeah,
expect the man to stick around
exactly.
to raise
Because
the
if
kid?
you see somebody as a machine, she sees you as a machine. She sees you as an ATM, and you see her as a bowl. It's often man. So it's like it's both way. It goes both way. You think she's
So
giving
why
her
are they
love
taking low quality sperm? Why are they taking low quality sperm? You know, some of this
because
stuff is
sperm is a
terrible.
sperm. Because she
No,
has
it's
to
not.
take care. Wallahi, I've
Sperm is
seen.
not sperm. Come on.
Yeah,
Let
there's
me tell
some
you
low
something.
quality.
Let me tell you
Yeah,
something.
that's some like low
Because
ass
listen,
quality.
100% of the time, the guy is the woman is taking care of. Like for example, I don't know if you guys know. I told you Hoda Naile when she went to Alana Harris when she went to England. She said,
Ismail?
"Oh,
Oh, England.
England. No, no. When she went to England, she had like a entrepreneurship, like women, Somali women, like thing. Like it was an empowerment, like a weekend. Anyways, it was a conference. But she said that every other girl I saw was like at least 25 with like 3 or 4 kids already and divorced. Like she's like, we're a nation of single mothers. I was like, yeah, we are because the girl's like so excited about getting married and now she's got a degree, she's got a good job. That she's like, oh, I just need that Farah to complete me. And she sees, you know what? I'm doing everything. I'm not going to end up being like my mom. I'm just going to get these here kids and you're just going to divorce them. She doesn't even think of marriage as something important. Like TJ said, oh, just divorce them. They don't think of it as like something like a forever thing. Like divorce is so normal. Oh, just get the kids, because the marriage is not for the bond. It's not for the love. It's not for the, the completely finding your significant other, the love of your life. It's just to procreate, like I said, right? So however you look at her, she's also looking at you.
This is gonna be this is an interesting conversation, I think.
Well, she
That's
called us
just
sperm banks, man. Come on, you know what I mean? Like, wow, it was just wow.
well, no, she said some women might view us as that. Like, what do you think of like the one say? I think it's a woman or a girl. I mean, no Somali man for me. So I don't know how I feel about like having such a harsh stance against something that is even against your own people. I
Yeah.
don't get that
No, there's something
because
in you. Yeah, you gotta like check something in you that you're not accepting. Yeah. Yeah.
because like CJ was saying, the Somali man, just like Somali women, are not a monolith. There's a spectrum and there's a huge array of different types of. But I think what happens is that when someone like the one says no Somali man for me, I think she's thinking of the archetypical
Yeah,
Farah,
Farah. Yeah, she's thinking about the
right?
Farah we're talking about. Yeah, the
Ha,
one that sees you as a to-do list, something else to do. Yeah.
right, right. So I mean, and a lot of I've seen a lot of my friends who are girls that were Somalis that would say shit like that. Oh, no Somali man, and they ended up with a Somali man
Because they're
because
not allowed to. They're not allowed to in society to fear.
I don't even know if it's an allowed thing, but it's just you think that's what it is
I
because
mean,
they
come on. If she had the chance that any other Somali man has, where she can marry whoever she wants, live with whatever she does, you think that she would, know? Oh, marriage can in Somali, or whatever, like I don't know. There's a saying it's supposed to be like a dark thing, and ben kuso arori whatever, and then like with all
Ben
that.
Kusuho and
Yeah, like knowing, like you already on a standby. You already know is messed up before you even got into it.
does
It
that
tells
mean
you.
you come in with a security door
Oh
behind
no,
you?
you already come in knowing like the thing he already lying to me. You already come with a distrust because you're not really comfortable, because they say that he'll tell you whatever you want just to get you there.
But is that
Every
mutual exclusive to Somali men though? That's all men, you know what I mean? Why would
No, but
we?
that's what they tell us. That's mahmahaya. Why?
I know, but is that mutually?
Somali ben wa shaitan like mahmahaya. My mom keeps telling me that word. I'll never forget that word.
No, but I'm saying other
I
men
would
do
ben.
that too, though. It's
They
not
lie.
exclusive. No, yeah, they
Yeah,
lie
but
to women and then they bring them in with the truth later, bro. It's not. It's
but
since the
wait,
dawn of time, you know.
but nobody says to marriage is like a, like when I learned marriage is an empty box. You get whatever you put in it. So malu haluk bara bahol madowa gacan gashat or something like that, like like an empty black void or something. I don't know, something evil, right? Something black and dark and unknown. So it's different. It's how, for example, right? For example, while you're hearing ben and Luso Heria, right? The guy I got with, he was taught, oh, if you want an angel, you have to provide the heaven. You feel me? It's different if a guy was raised that way than a guy who was raised the other way. You feel me?
Yeah, but then we have this types of comments. You are not allowed to bring a wa'al danier to the guri, and just the fact that someone thinks that, right? I wonder what he means by danier. Who's the danier exactly?
I
Who
think West
the
Africans,
child? Who
the
the
West
what's
Africans. Wow.
like he's thinking the Somali woman would marry the
What kind of doing it in Somali
middle.
rules? Dumar ben waa lagu soo xiro lagu soo xero geliyaa runna waa lagula dhaqaa. Somali alpha proverb alpha class.
Commandos
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Commandos is a guy. I don't care what you say. It's a guy.
Comatose, comatose, yeah, comatose.
Oh, comatose me. Okay, yeah, comatose
No,
is a guy for real.
definitely. Oh my goodness, you're killing
I
me,
told
man.
you, man, we're walking in the footsteps of giants. You know, our ancestors were great. You know what I mean? Or the Landera, you know what I
Absolutely.
But
mean?
you guys,
Yeah.
you can't be like your grandfathers. You guys keep giving birth to your grandfathers. You need to stop. We need like the new generation. What?
We all need to be fours out here, TJ. Let's all be
No, bro, I
fours.
remember. Bro,
Hashtag
I
be a
used to
four.
remember saying, no, I'm not a be a four, bro. But I'm like a three Mefante, you know what I mean? I liberate Somali women. I'm saying that over and over again. But I used to remember, right? When
Mm.
I was a kid, right, I used to see Odiyashi, you know what I mean? They're gonna go to the Magahim Fante, Kob Shahabian, and then they're gonna talk and chill, you know what I mean? I looked at them like, bro, this is some weird shit, some cuck shit, some homosexual shit. But then the older I get, bro, that's the most alpha thing, you know what I mean? I look at that, bro, they go to the Magahi, Shah Shahabian with their boys, talking about the community, coming with solution, you know what I mean? You might call them deadbeats, whatever they spend time at Starbucks, but bro, our Fante, our grandfathers and our forefathers generation fante watat fante very strong, man. They built us. Without them, bro, we would never exist, you know what I mean? So we
I
got to give
agree
them, what
that.
do they call it, the roses, you know what I mean? We got to give them the roses,
Not Somali Rose though, because that she ain't
nah,
having
nah, nah, not Somali rose. Nah, yeah, man.
it.
No, but
Why would you
no,
want to? Okay, like why would you want to stay away from your significant? If you have free time, why not spend to get to know each other? Like why, if not get to know each other, get to know your children? Why is that?
because, bro, the more you spend around someone, the more you're likely to fight. Simple as that, you know what I mean? Like, but I don't want to see
You're
the
already
same
coming
face,
into it
bro.
as negative. Say, this is what I'm
Bro,
talking about, Ken.
bro,
This is
I can't
exactly.
spend 24 hours with a Somali woman, you know what I mean?
Oh my
That's
God.
like a mental asylum, you know?
I didn't say 24 hours, but
But
damn.
But how long though? You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm just telling you, bro. If
Hadda
when I
Adda, you
come,
saying for the Kudir is a good thing? Anyways,
fakudere, yeah, it's a form of roasting fakudere. It's a very enlightening, Marta, talking and sense of like looking at history. It's just a history lessons. You know what I mean? You might call it bad or whatever. Fakudere is I think that's Somali history. You know what I mean? It's our form of entertainment. But going back to what I was saying, right? At the end of the day, when you spend too much with someone, the love just dies. You know what I mean? Like for me, bro,
that's
like
not true. That's
it
not
is,
true.
bro. I don't want to see the same face 24/7. You know what I mean? It's like me wearing the same shoes every day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If I wear the same shoes every day, you know what I mean? But if I leave a little bit, go outside, see different things, I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss Salah. You know what I mean?
Yo,
But yeah,
yeah. By the way, did Will Smith lose his Oscar after he? Did they take it back because he slapped Chris Rock? Did you guys hear that?
no,
Uh,
he resigned from the academy. That's what he did.
what? When did he do that?
Oh, I'm not up in my. That's weird.
Wow,
Huh.
here goes
Okay.
comatose. He said, Hawen La'an, wa Hawen La'an. What did he say? Hawen La'an, Hawen La'an.
Hey.
Hawen La'an, wa Hawen La'an. You see, what if she's not her mother? You see, if you ain't no mother, you ain't
Hawin
no.
la'ani wa hoy la'an. Or
I know,
like
but
hawintu is like home. Like hawin or hawa. It's another word for woman. Hoy
yeah,
na do wahafad o kale So like as if saying without woman there's no home essentially. Like
true
women
that.
create home.
But by
So
the way,
okay.
Coco, can I just say something to Coco? Coco, oh no, it does not mean sweet talk. No, because if it means sweet talk, does it mean later on like you should sour talk her? No.
Yo, I do a bit of how could I like I love stand up comedy too, right? So one of my favorite stand up comedians, you see Patrice O'Neill. Okay, he's one of my favorites, right? So I wanted
Yo,
to
shout
share
out
this.
to him,
Yeah,
Zaddy, man.
huh? I didn't hear you, TJ.
Shout out to him, bro. He's smart.
Yeah. He passed away, but he was a legend, right? So he is in Somali Rose, and everybody. I want you guys to kind of listen. It's a 3 minute clip of what he feels like his approach to women and like relationships. It's quite hilarious. So just watch it with me, and we'll talk about it and see what you guys think. He's hilarious. It's called "Ain't That Better." Ain't that better? Let's watch this.
It's hard to be honest, man. Honesty is not the greatest thing to be. It's not. It's just no one wants to hear. Yeah, especially your woman. She don't want to hear that. Because men, it's hard for us to love you and like you at the same time. It is what it is. Once a man loves you, he no longer likes you usually. So I'm going to give you some advice, ladies, on how to keep your man liking you once he loves you, if that's possible. This is what I think. Men want to be alone, but we don't want to be by ourselves. Does that make sense at all? Meaning, really, look at this guy looking at his wife like, not you, sweetie, but sort of you, kind of. We want you somewhere, like in the dwelling, just not here, like just like around the corner, in the vents. You can sit in the vent, I don't care if you want to watch me, but in the on the roof, anywhere, but just not in front of me, trying to be my friend. What you doing? What you doing? Watching baseball? Why you watching baseball by yourself? How come you didn't get me up? You snuck out of bed. Why'd you didn't get me up? I want to watch baseball with you. What you doing? Why you down here by yourself? Move over. Move your leg off that ottoman where it's comfortable so I can sit next to you and wrap my leg around your leg and some weird I love you hot vine. Move over. Give me your arm. Give me your arm. Give it to me. Let me give it. Come here. Give me a kiss. Mean it. Mean the kiss. You love me? Say it. Say it. Mean it. What you doing? What you eating, a hamburger? You shouldn't be eating a hamburger at 11. It's too early to eat a hamburger. Let me go make you a better sandwich, a turkey sandwich on 47 grain bread with no mayonnaise and bean sprouts. Tastes like rat turds and twigs. Ain't that better? Ain't that better? A dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better? Why is the TV so loud? Well, turn it down. Ain't that better? Can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich you don't want? Ain't that better? Why is it so cold in here? Why is the ceiling fan and the air conditioner? Turn it off. Ain't that better? Sweating, wrapped up into a hot vine, can't hear the TV, got a dry sandwich. Ain't that better? Why is it so dark in here? Let some sunlight in. Ain't that better? Can't see the TV, can't hear it. Hey, I gotta go, man. Y'all take care of us. Thank you very much.
Ain't that better? Ain't that better?
What killed him? What killed him?
Oh, I think he had a heart attack or he was diabetic, I think. Something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly?
That was cold. Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, Somali Rose, you killed me. It's funny as hell.
Bro, what do you say?
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, bro. No, if you say infant ain't that bad, infant, hey, what do the Somali woman say? Mhasamanasa, mhatarasa. You know what I mean? Was that what they're gonna say? Or lacta Ken, you know, that's
No,
what
but
they say.
don't you guys know that people like love makes you live longer? Like people like women actually help you live longer. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know,
Like
man.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to like look at my mom. I'm like, you know what? I want a
Rose,
wife.
this is
I
war.
want a wife. Somebody to make sure I took my medication, make sure I went to the gym, make sure I ate the best, make sure everything was good with me. Like people, everybody needs a wife.
Right.
I think. I mean, I need one. Shit.
You need a wife?
I need a wife too. You know what I mean? If
Oh my goodness, the stream has gone left officially.
I swear.
Somali Rose looking
No,
for a wife out here.
it's out out here, you know. Yeah, Farah, I need somebody to bring me Farah. God damn it.
No, people
Oh my
still use Farah, bro. That's bro,
Where's
if you think
my
about it.
Somali wife that does everything for me, that raises my kids and does everything, brings me my ma'awis and my Farah and like all of that good stuff. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
obviously
Shit.
we have nothing but respect for the Somali.
You guys are so
women. Come
lucky.
on.
Like you
Nah, I
guys
don't know
got
about
it
that,
going
bro.
on.
But even if you
Are
think
you?
about
But are you lucky at all, Adugu, to have a Somali in Abo? That's right, nigga. It's your turn.
No, I
On
do.
the hot
No,
seat.
my dad is stoic. My dad is stoic, but every time I tell him, Daddy, how come you don't show me love? He's like, so tamar kan yere gejiri, but so ta can't even skulk like Didn't I used to do this for you when you were a kid? And I'm like, but Dad, like, you don't spend time when you don't talk to me. You don't talk about we don't bond like we used to. Like it's not love doesn't finish when you're that's you don't there's no age to love and intimacy. Like you don't just stop loving and doing what love
Well,
is.
what's
Because love is a verb, right? So you don't just stop
It's an
because the person
action
is an
verb, huh?
adult. Just because I'm an adult, I need hugs, I need to be talked to, I need affirmation, I need you to tell me all that good stuff. Why not? You
Rosie?
know,
Ah,
all that hugs and good stuff, and not just for children. Mukta.
huh. Why is that seen as a bad thing, TJ? Don't you think
Uh,
you need to be hugged and loved as well?
Needy and clingy, bro. You know what I mean? But if a girl comes up to me about like, oh, I need this and that, all this, bro, it's just needy, bro. Like I'm not, but I gotta keep, my ancestors alive with me. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Ah,
I can't do
yeah.
that.
How you get? But how you gonna do that without a Somali womb
No,
to give
bro. I'm
give birth
jokes
to your?
aside, right? Obviously, eventually I will end up with a Somali woman, right? It's a sad reality, Mfante. I
Why is
accept it.
that sad though? Why is that a sad reality though?
Bro, the thing I like about Somali women, Fante, they know how to take a joke. You know what I mean? Bro, Somali women, Fante, they're like that stubborn. Well, I can do this.
That's true. Actually, they like in a karbash. Oh my god, I think it's their love language. The karbash. I know when a Somali guy is like really like going at it. Like it's like almost elementary love. When they tell you, oh, he's just doing that because he likes you. You're like, oh my god, but he's
Nah,
kind
the
of
sad.
mean. They're like, oh, but that's kind of hot when he's mean, right?
Nah, it's
Right,
I
not
right,
think,
that,
right.
bro. It's just
and then
man,
they say,
Somali women.
I'm not. I'm like that because I like you, right?
Nah, bro. Like, no. The sad reality is right, but I know
Man,
there's no
you
woman
have
for me.
a you have a happy reality anywhere, TJ. Goddamn, man, all your
Me,
realities are sad. What's up?
happiness is subjective, But theory.
Hey,
but nah, bro. It's I accepted a long time ago, right? I'm probably gonna end up with a Somali woman, right? Probably when I'm like 26, man. Last infante.
sad
But
reality.
you know what I mean? Like, bro, there's no woman for me besides a Somali woman. I just accepted that. You know what I mean? Like these Ajnabi women, bro, they're backstabbers. They're just here for a good time, not a long time.
Gomez says almost like two failures accepting fate.
Bro, you gotta accept it, bro. Like,
Yo,
bro, it's
Mato wa kusha Wato Herde, we shat all Somali relationships today. That's what we fucking did.
We all
Uh,
over it,
all
all over
over
it.
it.
no, bro. Even if you
Mm.
go on YouTube or anything, right? Whatever Somali women do, bro, it's just naturally funny for me. You know what I mean? They make me giggle. You know what I mean? They make me giggle. You know what I mean? Like when I talk, like to, for example, right? Other women with that, I can't personally, like a Geneva stuff that I can't
Because
relate to
you're
them.
funny and she's your natural counterpart, yeah?
No, I'm
You're
saying is,
funny. She's your mirror, TJ.
no, I'm saying, well, Somali women just naturally, in fact, they make me giggle. You know what I mean? Not laugh, they make me giggle. I'm like, they make me giggle, bro. But nah, bro. If you look at it this way, right? A Somali woman, right? She has to be, like, bro, I shit on them. What diba man, but at the end of the day, like, it's something about them, that other women. So I was going back on, right? Other women, I cannot relate to them. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I can't be like, oh, this is how I grew up. This is how it happened to me. Like a Geneva woman, they will never experience what I experienced. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense. Like
Black
Somali
love.
women, yeah,
So
Somali
you're
women.
about black love, you're about Somali love.
But yo, Somali Rose, you were saying how Somali women like the Kardashian and all that, right? So do you think the reason why some Somali women nowadays are saying that Somali men are lacking masculinity is because some Somali men have tried to become a little softer and they don't want it and they don't like it. Do you think that might be one of the reasons why this so-called masculinity in Somali men is no longer existent? Do you think that's one of the reasons?
Mm-mm. No, no, no. The lack of the masculinity is because like stuff they're doing the new age Somali woman when she sees other nationalities, men doing their thing, like taking care of the kids, like it's sexy. When they say when you go to the park and you see a guy with his kids, like you actually want to talk, like some guys actually take kids that not even related to them to seem like sexy to other women, right? So like that
Really?
response,
That
oh yeah.
happens?
Oh yeah, you take either a dog or a kid, like you totally will get somebody to talk to you at a woman at a park. So yeah, like you easily get talked to if you have a small kid or a dog. It's a thing. But yeah, I mean, women like men that do stuff. Like, I think most women, their love language is active service, right? And then I see the new age Somali guy want to do like back in the day where he wants everything to be done for him. So that's not sexy for Somali, the new Somali woman. I don't think that. I'm in my eye. That's what I think so not masculine. If you're just so involved and you just doing sporty stuff too. I've never seen them like you're different. That's why I always tell you you're a very different breed of Somali man. But you don't see them involved in sports. You don't see them doing yeah, like getting together with teams. Other people like are other basketball teams or hockey teams or all the like they don't do that. Maybe soccer, but that's not even everybody. I don't know.
Right.
But the responsibility has a lot of sexy. Like when a guy is like doing his thing, and capable. It's very
Well, I think it's sexy on both sides, right? Like, I mean, anyone that's actually engaged in something they give a shit about, that's
yeah, with
gonna look
passion. People like
perfect.
have passion and have
There's
like
purpose. Purpose is
hobbies.
sexy. Yeah,
Yeah,
purpose is
like
sexy. Yeah.
and then you're driven. You have hobbies like this. That's sexy.
Yeah, to have a purpose, I think I wouldn't want a woman that's that's just a completely deadbeat, right? Like complete just lazy, and I wouldn't want that either, right? Like I mean, obviously everybody wants and someone that is engaged in something other than
Strong
themselves.
and strong too. When I see when they say like the new generation, Somali masculine, strong. I'm talking about like they don't go to the gym, they don't lift weights, they don't do something like you said you were doing something like did you say mixed martial arts?
Yeah, Brazilian
Oh,
jiu-jitsu.
yeah. So like you don't see them doing stuff that has to do with strength and doing, you know what I mean? So maybe that's too. Maybe
But
we
that's the
can ask
thing,
her
though.
what she
Like,
meant with that.
yeah, but things changed. Like, there's a lot more people. And Return of the King, I'm not sure what you mean. It's cap. Or what will be cap? I'm not sure. But no,
Who
there is
said
a
it was cap?
change.
Who said that?
Return of the King. He said that.
Oh,
Well, at least that's what I'm thinking. He's saying that's a cap, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm not sure what's cap, but at the end of the day, I think we have things have changed. Like you were holding on to an archetypical version of the Somali men, and I think we're doing that collectively. I think both men and women are doing that same thing, right? And because Somali men are going to be like, yo, no, man, this is like TJ was saying. We come from a long line of people that we're going to try and emulate, and we emulate them to be respectful and all of that. But I don't think anybody's emulating the same traditions as yesteryear. I think we've changed. I think there's an evolution that's happened, and people are just not recognizing it, and we're still holding on to the old ways of looking at ourselves. I don't know.
oh, I like that comment.
Asha said, I think it largely has to do with the fact that many Somali women are outperforming their male counterparts career wise and socially. Not always, but stronger likelihood of women being more stable. That's a, hey, that's a very valid. It's a very valid comment
Bro, but there's
because when
no
you look,
data backing that up. I have data
there
that
is
says
data, there is data, there is data,
no. I
TJ.
have data
If you
too.
look
I can
at
send you mine.
okay, and that's fine. But I think when you look at it has changed in the past 10 years, as a matter of fact. But at one point, women were like 2 to 1, man, like graduating universities, 2 to 1, and I'm talking about Somali women,
No,
two to
I'll send you
one.
a PDF, bro. That was done a study done in
hmm
the University of Minnesota, and I think it was
My
like
point, my point is not to bring down any Somali person, whether man or woman. My point is just to like to speak to the facts. And when we look at our communities, it makes sense the way that is set up because do this, do that, and the third, right? And without knowing it, we are making Somali girls and then women like more
Preparing
responsible.
them. Yeah, you put them
We're
in prep
teaching them
school.
responsibility.
Yeah, you
Now they
literally put
got
them in prep school. You're preparing them. Yeah.
basically. So whether it is to do an assignment or to do well at school, it's just that life skill is gonna transfer. But like when we and don't do as many chores or whatnot, then we are the responsibilizing him because then we're taking away that life skill that is needed to actually get shit done. And honestly, I've seen the data. I've seen some data that actually says yeah, Somali girls are graduating. I'm not talking about performing career wise and all that. I don't know about all of that, but I'm talking about the data of graduating universities, the higher educations, higher in academia, right? So we're seeing that. That's not something that is made up. There's data to back that up. However, I will say that that's now more becoming better fared because a lot more Somali boys are going through the education system as well, and going on to universities and colleges and stuff, right? So it is we're closing in the gap, but that is a very valid comment from Asha, and that could be it. That could be it. That could be one of the responses, right?
Yeah,
Just
so like
those,
let's
yeah.
I have studies, right? I gotta get it for you. I'll send it to you on the back channel, right? Obviously, right, there is more Somali women, right? Yeah. Because the PDF
TJ
close
got the
by.
PDF
No, I
close
actually have a
by.
PDF. Let me find the PDF and send it first of all. Let me find it.
I'm done.
You guys want the PDF first, or you want me to just tell you what it is first? Which one? So when we look at, right, obviously, right, like
And that's
from
hold on. Before you
yeah.
do that, TJ, Comatose has a point as well, Asha, because when you look at engineers and all kinds of different majors, you're gonna see more men doing it, like mechanical engineers and stuff like that. And when you go social health and social sciences, you'll see more women. But still, Comatose, even with that reality, which is a reality, you'll still see more Somali women graduating universities and colleges than Somali men. So, like I said, I don't know about the career wise and financially. I don't know about that. I haven't seen any studies about that. But I'm talking about just graduating the higher levels of education. Sorry, go ahead, TJ. Yeah, TJ, you're on mute, bro. If you're talking.
You can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yo, come back.
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to TJ. He might be coming back. So, all right. So, thank you, Comatose. No doubt, point conceded. And honestly, I think these conversations can be had, and we have data to back that up, and we have ways of finding these things out. Um, and there's nothing wrong with that. I believe that honestly, we have to take care of our Somali boys, man. Our Somali boys need attention, big time. We need to kind of get serious about that because it does take Somali girls and Somali boys to make the Somali families and the Somali parents later on. So we got to take care of both of them. So you shouldn't. I'm gonna go. I see a war between Somalis, men or and women, gender wars makes no freaking sense, man. You know what I mean? TJ looking for receipts. Talk is easy. Today you guys are killing me today in the chats, man. You guys are killing me today. It's hilarious, man. You guys are hilarious. So, but yeah. So I think by just raising Somali boys with the same sense of responsibility that we do our Somali girls, we'll see something changing, and it's already happening. Um, let's see. Return of the King says we can't forget our Somali boys studying the deen. Huge numbers accounting for that worldwide. Return of the King. Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for making me laugh. Sahib. That's funny.
No, really. But in a way, can you hear me? Can
Yeah,
you?
I can hear you.
Okay. So in a way, he's right because didn't you study the dean, and that's what made you a four?
That's it. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
Because if they didn't study the dean, just like that Sheikh said, like you won't know, like the drug dealers and the bums and the alcoholics. Those are not the ones that are leaving the dean and becoming forced. Those are staying.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
There's actually staying. They're sticking to it. They want a girl who's like actually who would serve them and be like, the traditional, you're under me, I'm your, master type, relationship. Oh Lord, I be deal, you know what I mean? Like Gumesi
Yeah.
the Ishiga, the Gumesi that they were talking about earlier. But yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Come on, Da'wah crew is crucial. The Da'wah crew. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. But yeah, we got another maybe a little 12 minutes to go. Somali Rose. I think we've shat all over Somali relationships. What else can we destroy? We should look for other things to destroy. Now we got to destroy the whole thing. We got to bring the
No, no,
house down.
no, no,
Right.
no. No, in order for it to build it the right way, because foundation kaka kalbam.
Well said. Look at you being a freaking poet and shit.
You have to break it all down because
Yeah,
just
man.
I remember because right now it's very uncomfortable. It's like we have to take the bandana off, right? And dig into the jarada, like that the infestation of the disease and just clean it up with alcohol. I know it burns, I know it's uncomfortable, but guess what? We have to get all of that, disease out because if we don't talk about it, we won't know what is going on. Because everybody's like shush hush hush
Yeah.
about their negative experiences.
Right.
But now that the internet is like worldwide, everybody's connected and everybody's speaking, and they know they're not going to be judged. They're really sharing their experiences, and they're like, okay, wait a minute, me too, me too, me too. So there's a lot of me too's, right?
Right.
That's how you think the Me Too movement come about, because women were like, wait a minute, it's happening to me too. So how the Somali women are saying that, wait a minute, it's happening to me too, and I don't have to put up with it anymore. I have choices now.
I think that hashtag is unfortunate, if you ask me.
What, the Me Too?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a whole nother subject. But the Me Too Somali, it's like a lot of women are going through a lot.
No. I'm talking about the actual hashtag itself. Like, look,
the Me Too movement. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the movement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I just posted it right now. Like, that's what it is, right? Hashtag Me Too. That's how you write it, right?
Yeah.
But okay, maybe you know what? I'm not gonna say this joke. I'm not gonna.
Wait a minute. Is it?
I'm not gonna say this joke.
No, I don't know. I'm very, very very innocent when I'm fasting.
Because it's unfortunate because what's another word for that symbol? Please press what? Are you following me?
No.
When you're on a call and whatever, and it says please press.
Okay. The hashtag sign? No, it's not hashtag.
Yeah, but what's it called?
The number sign.
Yeah, but it says the number sign, but there's another word for it, right?
Pound. It's pound, right?
Right. So now when you read it,
pound meets Allah.
I shouldn't have said that.
I told you I was fasting today. So, Wallahu a'lam wa akbar. This is the guy that told me not to talk about love, and he's talking about pound beating. Oh my God, I am done.
I'm sorry.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there is 4 minutes to the broadcast.
Thank you so much. We're getting out of order here. This is out of order. I'm just saying, Will Smith and how he simped and shit. By some guys are like, yo, he's just a man that didn't want that was protecting his woman because he slapped a dude, and he didn't. The guy Chris Rock didn't even say a harsh joke. It was a normal joke. I think, would you want your man to go slap up the guy that makes fun of you on stage in Somali Rose?
Oh my God, I would slap him once he get off the stage. I would slap my own man because that is so uncalled for. Physically attacking somebody. Where are we? That this is 21st century. I do not believe in violence, Aniga. You know what I mean? If somebody said something, say something. But not even if it hurt that much. Come on, he's a comedian, first of all. Like, are you serious?
That's what he does. Right now?
That's what comedians do. They make fun of people. And remember when D.L. Hughley used to like have people sit in the front and he would make fun of their outfits and everything and like shred them to pieces. That's what roasting. The black people roast people. That's what roasting is. If you went to high school, if you went to school with somebody black, you got roasted. That's nothing. So like that's your nickname. You know what I mean? So yeah, he needed to take a chill pill, I think. Or smoke a joint one.
Yo, can you link the PDF I dropped, bro? My bad, I was gone. You know what I mean?
Well, why don't you drop it in the actual comments then?
I can't drop in the comments. I have to log off and come back. Let me do that.
Hold on.
Yeah. I can't.
I'll
Like, I
drop
have
in
to
the
go off.
comments.
Yeah, just drop in the
I think
comments. Yeah, bro.
mhm.
So like, if you go to page, it talks about the
What
ratio
is
for
it? What
women.
is it?
Yeah, that study, it's a case study about Somalia higher education in the United States. And
It
pushing
was
this
done in
agenda.
Minnesota, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually done in Minnesota and throughout the states. This is a
Yo,
Mm.
while
they're
back.
saying. I heard there was like in Europe a study. They're saying we have low IQ when you're talking about higher education.
This is Somali IQ. But so bro, it talked about like for every three females in college, right? There's two males, right? But then when we look at the
Mhm.
graduation, right? But in the United States, it's all mukta. There's more women mafante getting educated further than mafta the men. So we agree to that, right? But we have to break it
Mhm.
down, right? For Somalis as a whole, right? There is more men graduating in higher education than the women. Such factors that could lead to some women actually enrolled in college faster than some Somali men, right? Granted, right? That happens, right? Within that, some of these Somali women drop out late due to pregnancy, due to getting married, they stop their education. A lot of factors contribute to this whole, right? There's this image being pushed that a lot of Somali men, right, don't study and like that. The thing is, a lot of Somali women who do study, there's an agenda being pushed of feminism, right? Or putting look at the Somali woman, the immigrant, blah blah blah. The university makes the face of these women, right? And the men, right, they're not like on social media. The educated men, Somali men, usually are not on social media, pushing agendas or stuff like that, getting pays for stuff like that. So a lot of Somali men who are educated are just living their life, doing their own thing instead. But the Somali women are actually in the front fit. So it looks like there's more Somali women graduating faster with degrees than the men. But the sad reality is not. So the study was done at MCCTC,
Wait,
Minnesota
wait, wait,
Community
wait, wait,
College.
wait. Did
Yeah,
you not say that for every three one
yeah,
Somali
but
women
that
that
that that's
graduate,
so. Yeah,
there's
but that's
two Somali men that graduate?
no,
Just so I
no,
understand.
no, no. So the
Yeah.
study says, right, that's overall for the United States. It's on page. Let me get it from my laptop. Give me a sec. Let me get it from my laptop. I'll tell you what page is on. So no, that's overall in the United States. It links that and says is that, but then it breaks it down further between Somali men and Somali women and the factor that leads to. It's actually a good study. Religion, immigration, all this, what's going on, drugs, and all. The data breaks it down further. Let me show it for you.
What page is it on? Tell me the page.
I'm about to find it right now. Give me a sec.
Okay. So,
Okay.
and everybody, you have the study that TJ is talking about. Linked it in the chat, so that's what it is. So if you
But
guys are
somebody
interested
said
in
it's
it,
only 36 people and it's very small group and it's
No, it broken up
fake
into
news.
254.
Fake
Fake
news.
news. Hey. It's 72. So on page. Let me go. Oh shit, is long.
the study only covered 36 students, though, and
No,
limited to the U.S., Scandinavia, and UK is very
no, but I'm
different.
talking about the United States, the greatest country on earth. You know what I mean? So yeah, yeah.
But I'm Canadian over here, right? I'm Canadian over
But
here.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Wala gadid, wala gadid.
Return of the king. Get the laptop, sahib.
I'm actually on
It's
my
almost
laptop.
like saying to the back cave. Yeah. Get the laptop, sahib. Oh
Fine.
shit.
This is a while I read this thing, bro. But let me find it. Okay,
Oh yeah, yo, this is
yeah.
not a study, by the way, TJ. It's a personal
Empirical evidence shows
dissertation.
in high quality institution, meaning so.
He's
I'm
not
just
trying
gonna
to
find
hear
this
it,
one.
Comatose.
So
Okay,
until
gender.
now
So
I
it's
haven't
on.
heard any answers. You guys are
It's
like
page
zero
57.
answers.
Page 57.
TJ.
It's page. Well, let me finish, bro. Page 57, right? So it
Yeah.
says gender, right? Tumor 1975. Males have more present than females in student, neither less. And newer trends show that there are now 3 female college graduate for every 2 male graduate. 2 male college graduate in the United States rose in 2010. That was the study that was done on that. That since that term, academic sex function, a number with a a large number of female graduate in terms of larger population portion of female academics. This number may be different for immigrant groups. You see that? So it says, right, even though I'm not a reader for it, but you guys get what it says. So even though, right, that's the overall in the United States, but this does not lead to immigrant groups. It's a little different. And they go
Which
back and
page
they
is
go
it? Which page is it,
uh,
TJ?
page 57, page 57.
Page 57.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this way so that it's actually part of the.
But I hate when this thing is being pushed, man. That Somali women are more. It's fucking fake news, bro.
Well, whether it's being pushed or not, we have studies, right? It's page
Yeah.
57, right?
Yeah.
So
If you go
okay,
page 57, it says gender.
Yeah,
individual
Coco already
actually.
said this is in the 90s and the 70s.
Tinto, 1975. Males have more persistence than
Mm.
female students. Okay,
Okay,
that's
that's
definitely a
1975. Then
dissertation.
gives 2010. Gives
Nevertheless,
2010.
newer trends show that there are now three female college graduates for every two male graduates in the US. 2010. Since researchers determine academic success to be a function of the numbers who graduate, a larger number of female graduates are interpreted as a larger portion of female academic success. Numbers may be different for immigrant groups. Okay,
You see, and then you go back, right? And then there was a case study done about Minnesota's and Somalia, like the dropout rate. Okay,
okay,
let me find that page. So it leads to a larger network. It's all the way at the bottom. Let me find that.
okay. Well, anyways, maybe people can look this up for themselves, but
Yeah, I got you. That's the hope, but let's just leave it at that, right? But if someone
mhm.
wants to, Matt, that don't push this agenda. All I'm saying is don't fante. So it's on. This is the
No,
last one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, to me, basically, I'm just going off our own Somali statistics and how there are simply more Somali girls graduating universities than Somali guys.
No,
That's
we
just
see that though, but that's anecdotal though. You know what I mean? I can infant it's closely linked, right? Because there's more Somali females, right, on social media, right, saying, "Look, I graduated, I did this and that," right? Somali man, bro, we just don't care, bro. We're about money. You know what I mean? Go to page 69, and
mm,
that whoever wants to see it, 69 breaks down the data and stuff. So but also you gotta understand there's more presence being pushed, right, of female education success. So this larger group, right, of Somali females are being pushed forward and say, look, she's an immigrant, she's a woman, she's a refugee, she's Muslim, look at her, she's doing well. You know what I mean?
okay,
Does
but
that make
like
sense?
whether that's being pushed or not, the overarching reality is that Somali boys need a bit of attention right now. Yes or no?
Bro, what do you mean what do you mean by that?
I mean that we should empower our Somali boys to perform even better.
I think Somali men are doing great, man. Like it's just
Oh, they are. But is there room for improvement though?
yeah, there's always room for improvement in anything. You know what I mean?
How?
It's gonna be
So I
ignorant of
mean,
me saying yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, but like, bro, like, no, but that's also degrading, right? When there's no facts behind it and saying, you know what, Somali women are more educated than Somali men. That's a
That's not
false
what people are
narrative that's being
saying
pushed.
though.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. People are not saying that. Look, are you going to disagree with the fact that Somali women are faring better in general than Somali men in the diaspora? Let's just say.
In the diaspora,
Hmm.
what
Would
do
you
you what
agree
do
with
you
that statement?
determine? No, what do you determine better as? Better as in what? You know what I mean?
Hmm. Because like, I know what I'm seeing is, and this is less and less the reality. Just by the way, because Somali men are doing their thing right now as well. But it's just I see more Somali women. Because, for example, the university that I went to, what you get the alumni. Soma, if I was just to go to the alumni before me, the ones after me, and I just count out the number of Somali names, and then see how many of those are men and how many of those are women, I can tell you that you're gonna see more Somali woman names in those, alumni or graduates than you'll see Somali men. And I know this because me and my friends we actually went through the whole rigmarole of actually checking. Now you can call that anecdotal, and it can maybe just be my university, and just can be my the years that I looked at, but that's still a reality that I also lived within my household with my sisters, right? Because I was seeing how my sisters were always working, being told to work, and I was being, told to chill. Now I still went to university and stuff, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to showcase is I'm trying to create a correlation between how we instruct and show responsibilities to Somali girls, but we don't do it as much with Somali boys. Does that make sense?
No, I agree, but then also in fact we need to break it down, right? And see what is the ratio to Somali men and Somali women in the United States, right? Is there more
Mhm.
female than men, right? We need to break it down further. You know what I mean? It's not.
Sure.
I'll give up and say, you know what? There's no like concrete evidence of who's what, right? But there's just this agenda, man. It just irks me, and they're like, oh, Somali women are just doing better overall than Somali men. Like it's absolute nonsense. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I don't know what the ones divert means, but any study that's conducted on U.S. Somalis shouldn't even be taken into consideration. Those are different breeds of Somali. Jeez. I don't know. You know what's funny? Because we're all North American here. The European, Scandinavian look at us like we're some crazy people, right? Did you guys know that? They think
The
the
feeling
North
is
Americans.
mutual.
Nah, man. I think they're great. I think they're great. I like my Scandinavian and
Oh, the
UK.
Scandinavians. Oh, okay. I thought you just called all the Europeans about
Yeah.
they
I'm
they
But
not
there's a
stab
mad
lot of
though.
they
European that think
stabbing
that.
people over there. They stabbing people over there.
If you
They're
go
just
to
having it
page,
up.
I think,
Yeah, we
bro,
kill at
Como
least.
still
We
killed
shoot
me,
at each
bro.
other at least. Mm.
Acknowledge first of all, foremost, I would like to praise to Allah.
What's that? What's that?
No, yeah, Como still pointing out, and that's it. Because I never read the acknowledgement. It says, first and foremost, I would like to praise Allah, thanks to Allah, the Almighty, who granted continued blessing and knowledge and opportunity and present to complete this work. That's what honest, man.
Is that what's saying for the dissertation? That's how it
No,
starts.
for the acknowledgement, you know.
Ah,
Yeah, he said, I'd like to thank Allah, you know. But
it's-
bro,
He
man,
was a
yo, shout
Muslim
out to
himself.
Somali, man.
It's a Muslim insult.
yo, you guys are cracking me up today, man. I don't know, but yo, it's already 3 hours, man. I gotta go.
Yeah, I know. I
But
need to. I need to go. Afra. I
yeah,
need to cook afra. Just kidding. Just kidding. I don't do that. I am liberated. I don't do that slavery stuff anymore. Thank you very much.
yes,
But yeah,
yes,
I
yes,
love.
yes.
I love making dinner though. But listen, I'm not making
No,
20,000 sambusi though. Like, right? That's crazy.
yo, come on, man. Save me some sabuse, man. Come on, don't be that.
Twenty
No, don't be like
thousand
that.
though. Y'all be
Yeah.
eating like
20
crazy.
20,267, please.
No.
Just yeah, just please. But yeah, you
Love you
any
all.
closing thoughts, Somali Rose, then TJ, and then we'll wrap it up, man. And I want to thank you guys both for joining. Again, I'm trying to do this as many times as I can, but I'm just super freaking busy right now. So I'm gonna play it by ear. That's how I'm gonna say. But it's always a pleasure being here. Somali Rose, you wanna say some last words, and then TJ.
Yes, always pleasure being here. You guys are always funny. TJ, thank you so much for joining. I've always wanted you to join the panel. You always keep it spicy and hip and fun.
Yes.
I love to hear the other perspective, the quintessential Farah. I love when he comes on stage. So yeah, like we should do this more often because if we don't really talk about it, because all the little edges and all the rough spots, it won't be smooth ride, right? We need it to be smooth and
Yeah.
all the love stays in our home, Somali men to love Somali women and all kinds of love and stuff. That's what we want. Essentially, that's what we want. So if we say anything offensive, just because we love you. We do the karbash because we love you. That's all I want to say. Thank you so much. Well, thank you guys.
And Somali Rose, you get a rose from Comatose. Hey, that
Oh,
rhymed
thank
too.
you so much. Thank you.
I'm a rapper. I didn't even know it, man. Go ahead, TJ. What you gonna say, bro?
First of all, takbir Allah Akbar, you know what I mean? But I'm trying to fuck with you, man. Nah, bro. Yo, shout out to Kamato. You know, he said very insightful things. And honestly, man, you call it misogyny, I call it liberation, you know what I mean? Some people hate the truth and some people love the truth, you know what I mean? Somali women, you know what I mean? I love you guys, you love me back, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that, you know what I mean? But it's not misogyny, man. Stop giving it labels, you know what I mean? It's like let me say this, right? And I'm done, right? A sheep, right? When it's young, right? It cannot, walk on its own. It's gonna fall. You gotta take care of it, I'm a farmer, and I gotta tend to my flocks, as a shepherd in the Bible. But nah, bro, you guys are.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop. Yo, hey, thank you guys for having me on there. Shout out to Nino, man.
Thank you so much, TJ. Thank you so much, Somali Rose, for joining us. Everybody, the Task Comatose, Return of the King, Coco Jasmine, Old Peter, all of you guys, man. Much respect, much love, and thank you. And please come back, Asha, everybody, please come back and check us out. I'm gonna try and stream again next week, but maybe the week after. Otherwise, I want to wish you guys a great sambusa eating fest, man.
It's
And like what I
Afro
always say,
accent. We wish you Afro
Apuru an exit. Apuru an exit. And like I say, Somali Nimo to Dimo. Peace out, everyone.
Absolutely. Peace.